All right, guys, I'm here live to talk about Super Bowl 56. I was going to do it closer to the date. I might do another one closer to the date. But I'm just going to talk to you about the numbers behind the teams who made it to Super Bowl 56. I'm going to respond to a few comments people are leaving me because I've noticed since I did my controlled opposition video, where I called out a few people, in particular Zach Hubbard and Decoding Reality, I'm getting these people leaving comments calling me out. Loads of them. There's a couple of bots or whatever they are, agents, leaving all these comments saying that I'm a fraud and I'm just talking nonsense, all sorts of accusations. And I know it's so interesting. I call these people out and now this is happening. Orange Gatorade, Year of the Tiger. Okay. There's so much going on with the Super Bowl, guys. First of all, I don't think anyone in the wildest dreams would have thought it would be LA Rams against the Bengals in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. I don't think anybody called that unless they knew the script. I know I didn't think the Bengals had a shot of winning it until recently. The Rams have a decent team, don't they? If you do believe it's real, there's a lot of people who still believe it's all real. If you do still believe it's all real and organic, the Rams spent a lot of money. They do have a decent roster for those who believe it's real. In regards to the Bengals, just nobody expected it. Yes, their quarterback's really good, Joe Burrow, and he won the Heisman and all of that. But the fact is, in the Super Bowl, guys, in his second season, just like Brady was, it's pretty interesting. I think the Bengals can go 1-2 in Super Bowls if they win. Obviously, Brady wore the number 12 jersey. Brady retired the first day of the year, the Tiger. So that all looks good for the Bengals. Rigged Fake Sports 33. Interesting, mate. Bengals, 8-14 playoffs all time. Cats have 9 lives. Brilliant. So, listen, before I get into all the codes, the numbers that I've identified, I'm just going to make a few things really clear to people out there, okay? Number one, I am not doing this just to make money. It's never been the reason why I've done this. And literally yesterday, and you can call me out for this, whatever you want. Yesterday, I shut down my gambling account. I've been gambling for 8 to 9 months, done really well, won a decent amount of money, but it brings out the worst in me and it takes my energy. So personally, for me, I get why people gamble. I loved it. I won money from it. I'm taking a break from it. And people might say, well, if you have all this knowledge, why would you do that? It's not just about money at this point for me. I am not doing these live streams just to make money. YouTube pays you peanuts. Anybody who has a YouTube account will be aware of that unless you have hundreds of thousands of subs. So I'm not going live just to make money like people are saying. I'm going live because people leave amazing comments. They like my input. I share my input. It's just like with my decodes. I don't guarantee that you're going to win. I put out amazing information and then you do whatever you want with it. You can watch my content on YouTube. You do whatever you want with it. I'm not forcing it down your throat. You can dismiss it. You can call me out. You can praise me. You can do whatever you want with it. Just like in this Super Bowl, you can pick your favorite team that you think is going to win. With my knowledge, other people's knowledge, your own knowledge, however you see this, if you think it's organic, you probably think the Rams, yeah? Judging by the odds. If you think it's all organic, like a lot of people are leaving me comments saying that the NFL is not rigged in any way whatsoever, it's 100% organic, then the Rams should win, yeah? Minus 209, they should win. They're at home. They have the better team, the better record. They should win, should they not? If that's how it works, if it was organic, the Rams should win. For those who think it's just Gematria that's determining these outcomes, then the Bengals should win. If it's purely about Gematria, which it isn't, because Gematria is just one element of it, then the Bengals win, because the Bengals have the better riddle, in my opinion, and the better numbers. If it's about the quarterbacks, who has the better riddle? In reality, Burrow has the better riddle over Stafford. However, my biggest issue with the Bengals, which I've said now for a few weeks, is it seems everybody in the community, especially the Gematria community, is saying the Bengals. And this Gematria community has been burned so many times, just like they got burnt by Gonzaga. 99% won Gonzaga to beat Baylor. Baylor won. And everybody blames Zachary Hubbard for that. You can't blame him. He gave you good information. To be honest, did he know Baylor were going to win? I think he probably did. But he put out information that made us believe that Gonzaga were going to win. The Jesuit University would have a perfect season. The first team would have a perfect season, blah, 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 since la-di-da-di-da. But no, it was all about Baylor, Elgin Baylor, and it was to do with, what's he called? I think Gonzaga dropped to 33-1, which has been huge, 3-3-1, 64th prime. Cheers, RJ, I appreciate your compliment, it means a lot. So who wins, Bengals or Rams? Do you think it's that easy that some... Guys, listen to me now. Listen to me now. Do I know who's going to win the Super Bowl? No. If I did, I'd be a billionaire. I would put my whole mortgage, house, car on who would win the Super Bowl if I knew who was winning it. So I don't know. I've been decoding for a year and a half. I think I'm one of the best in the world at decoding in regards to identifying patterns, identifying numbers, making things clear, showing how this is all going down. I don't think there's many people better than me. Do I know who's going to win the Super Bowl? No. My gut is telling me the Rams. The numbers are telling me the Bengals. But my gut, which I think, my intuition, my gut, is at this point stronger than the numbers because I do amazing, amazing decodes and sometimes they miss. I have every number going and they miss. But my gut actually said the other team, just purely gut. Straight away, I look at two teams, I'm like, all right, I think Lakers win this game, gut feeling. And then I'll go against my gut sometimes because of the numbers, which I won't do as much anymore. The pick on this stream. Okay, I'm going to... Year of the Tiger. Okay. Year of the Tiger. Does that not seem too obvious? First of all, it's a joke that the Bengals are there with them being connected. The Bengals are connected to Tigers. The fact that they're there. Are they going to make it that obvious for the Bengals to win? The year of the Tiger? Are they going to do that? They rarely ever make things so obvious like this. I would say this time last year, I would be 100% on the Bengals because I get taken in by everything. So like we have Joe Burrow, yeah? He played for LSU Tigers. He won the Heisman. He won the NCAA finals against the Clemson Tigers. What's the chances of that, the two Tigers team meeting? And then he goes on to play for the Bengals, who are Tigers. So that in itself is very interesting. I don't know how this next bit works. Tiger Woods crashed in Los Angeles. I knew that was a ritual that would connect to this Super Bowl. But what does that mean? So the Tiger crashed in LA. Are the Bengals, the Tigers, going to crash LA's party? Are the Rams going to destroy the Tigers? Like how Tiger was in a crash? I don't know. I don't know how to take that. Let me read these, then I'll keep going back and forth with what I found, and then you can tell me what you found, because we're a team, guys. Okay, there's nobody in this community who knows everything and knows who's going to win all these games. Okay, there's not one person, because everybody would be following them, and they'd be a multi-millionaire by now. Okay, I see Bengals winning because it's too predictable twice. I thought that, Mr. Isso, I said that about 3 weeks ago. It seems too predictable for the host team to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Prior to last year, no team who ever hosted the Super Bowl had won the Super Bowl. Then the Bucs hosted it in Tampa. Obviously, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they won it, and WrestleMania was in Tampa. I called Tampa. Thank God for Tampa winning the Super Bowl. It won me close to $5,000. I've been using that money to bet ever since, because I called that, and I called every game in the playoffs with the Bucs, and they were the underdog other than one game against Washington. So will they let the Rams win it in their stadium? Back-to-back equals 201. Huge number. Brady threw for 201 yards in last year's Super Bowl. Isn't it ridiculous how Brady and the Bucs went to the White House on the day the Bucs won the NBA, which is the 201st day of the year? So these 201s, guys, is it organic? Decode Reality, I'm not going to mock him. I don't like the guy. I don't trust the guy. I think he's an agent, and he'll tell you differently, and he'll act all superior to everybody. He can say whatever he wants about me. I really don't care. but he implies everything is organic in the sense of man is being used. And if man is being used, that's it. I think that's a horrible way to look at life, because it just makes you feel worthless and useless and irrelevant, and that your opinions, the way you behave, has nothing to do with who you are as a person or your soul or spirit. It's just you're being used like a video game character. I think that's very satanic. It's like, do what thou wilt, which is Crowley's motto, the black magician who worships Satan. So I'm not going to talk too much about Decoding Reality, but I really don't like the guy. He does amazing work in what he presents. It's mind-blowing for some normal guy who was a Jehovah's Witness to have all this knowledge, the guy who worked in Hollywood. Could be wrong. I think there's an element where man may be being used. I think whatever world we're living in, they harvest off our energy. But I don't like the idea that we have no say in our actions. Like, I'm going live now because the universe is making me. You're watching my stream because the universe is making you. I don't like that. I really don't like that in any way at all. So a lot of people are saying Bengals. Hope everyone is well. Just my opinion. I think it could be rigged for the Bengals to come back and win. Possibly. If you have time today, go on YouTube and watch Katy Perry's song Swish Swish. Whether it's a basketball game that she's playing in or he. It's funny how Katy Perry has short hair now. Probably telling you who Katy Perry really is. Katy Perry is playing for the Tigers, and they're playing a team called the Sheep or something. And the Sheep are destroying the Tigers, destroying them. And then Katy Perry gets some Kobe Bryant sweat pumped into her. This is in the video, Kobe Bryant sweat. And then the Tigers come back and beat the Sheep, which is like a ram. So very possible that the Rams are leading and the Bengals come back. That'll be the same storyline as the Chiefs and Bengals game. So go to that one. I will read all of your comments, guys. Today I'm coaching, teaching, and playing football. I won't be able to do a 4-hour stream, but I'm doing this for you guys because I care about you guys. I read a lot of people saying, can you go live and talk about Super Bowl 56? I'm doing it. Okay? It's a shame yesterday on my Patreon, I said to my Patreon, I'm pretty much done with gambling. It takes too much of my energy. December, I didn't gamble. Most of my picks were hitting. I felt alive. I felt energetic. I had this aura around me. So that's why I'm giving up gambling. A few people left my Patreon just because I'm giving up gambling. Maybe they believe, well, he doesn't believe in his picks. Why should I? It's not what it's about, guys. If you actually go on my Patreon, my whole thing's about mind-blowing content. And I provide mind-blowing content every day. I didn't say I'm going to make you rich like a lot of the other people on Patreon try and tell you, when in reality, they don't do that because everybody would be a member of their Patreon, wouldn't they? All games have been very close, yeah. 5 of the last 6 games have been decided by 3 points, and it's Super Bowl 56. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. My thing is this. If the Bengals lose, and I don't know, for those people out there saying, the illusion's just trying to take your money. How am I trying to take your money? If you gamble, guys, it's up to you. It's not like I work for Vegas, and even if I did, I wouldn't see any of the money. But it's a joke. You guys, you gamble on whatever you want to gamble on. It's your decision. Or maybe it's the universe forcing you to do it. I don't know. But if the Bengals lose, in my opinion, they don't cover. I think if the Bengals lose, they get murdered. It's my opinion, my gut. If they lose, they get murdered. And if they win, it'll probably be close. It'll probably be close. If Bengals win, it'll be a close game. If Rams win, I think they'd blow them out. Something in my soul is telling me Odell Beckham's getting the MVP. No Gematria, just my gut, which is really strong, and I don't listen to it enough. And if you're one of my close friends watching this, how many times have I told you a team's going to win in the first 5 or 10 seconds when we're coding together? I go, this team's winning. And I did it yesterday. I said Philly was going to beat the Bulls within 10 seconds. I saw that the Chicago coach who gets 241st loss, the 53rd prime. Yesterday was the anniversary of Elizabeth becoming queen. She was coronated in 53. 241's the 53rd prime. They took 2 timeouts with 2:41 on the clock. I thought they were just mocking me. The Chicago coach was born on 530. That was my initial code for the Bulls to lose. And then I looked really deep and I found incredible stuff for the Bulls to win, the most outrageous stuff, and they lost. But my gut said Philly. My initial code was Philly. And I'm worried to post codes for both teams because people don't like it. But at the end of the day, I should do that, and people should be mature enough to pick their favorite or add to the codes that I'm providing. I'm not a guru. I'm not a genius. I don't know the outcomes. I'm not an agent who may know, like Zach, in my opinion, knows who's going to win the Super Bowl. I think he knows every week who's going to win, and he'll tell you X amount of teams that are going to win, and he'll sit on the fence most of the time. And more often than not, when it really matters, he gets it wrong. And then people put all their money in it because he really hammers. Like, he'll be hammering a certain team, and then after the game's over, he'll do a post about how the other team won and this is why they won, and sign up to my Patreon. Oh, 31-1. Thank you. 31-1. Which is the 64th prime, yeah, in regards to Gonzaga. And 31-1, guys. What's 31-1? It's 3-11. And what's 3-11? When coronavirus was declared to be a pandemic, when the US election was, Gonzaga dropped to 31-1. Everyone thought they'd go 32-0 because there's 32 rays in the Society of Jesus' logo. No, it was all about the 3-1-1, the 3-11. 64th prime. And you know what's interesting? What did I find? I think today, from Brady's birthday to today, is 6 months and 4 days. And there's a riddle. There is a riddle. I'm not saying it's going to happen. There's a riddle for the Wizards to upset the Heat. A Super Bowl riddle. I hope it hits so I can do a video. But there's a riddle for the Wizards to beat the Heat today, which will be a big shock. Just going to charge my computer. Don't worry. I'm going to keep going through the codes for both teams. Rams lose, Lakers win. There's not a chance the Lakers are going to win the NBA. LeBron is not coming off 4-6. He will end 4-6. I got attached to the thought of LeBron going 6-6 and LeBron 66. LeBron James is 66. Lakers 66. King James born 1566. 66 is when the Church of Satan were founded. LeBron's connected to the Church of Satan, to Revelation. There's not a chance, in my opinion, that LeBron is going to end 6-6 now. I think he'll be 4-6, which is a big Catholic number. A huge number, isn't it? That's the age JFK was supposedly assassinated, which he wasn't. Who are these people, though, guys? Who are the Kennedys? Who are the royal family? I don't know anymore. Are they different? Are they these reptiles? Are they just these elitist families who've managed to acquire all of this power, control, influence, and money? Are they inbred? I think they're definitely inbred. I think they make out with each other, keep it in the bloodline. But who are they? Are they from a different realm? I don't know any of this. And I don't act like I know any of this either. I just question stuff every day. It's a beautiful thing, questioning things. So no, I don't think the Lakers win. In regards to the Rams losing, my gut says the Rams win. And if people hammer me in the comments if the Bengals win, I honestly don't care. Because I'm going to show you why the Bengals can win, why the Rams can win, do whatever you want with that information. Like I said, this is not, this team will win Super Bowl 56 live. I don't do that. Both have good codings, I will say that. Thank you, K-Dub. 100%. Thanks a lot. I've been waiting for this. Cheers, Jared. 56 total points. Too obvious, in my opinion. Trying to help you out here, my opinion. Will they let there be 56 total points in Super Bowl 56? I think even the average Joe will question that. So I don't think they'll make it that obvious. But I'll tell you what they did do, which is very interesting. Super Bowl 56 is going to be on the 44th day of the year. And I'll tell you why that's important. Because didn't the Rams finish 4th in their conference? And the Bengals did as well. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. You had the Bengals who were 4th in the conference, the Rams 4th in their conference, yeah? And the Super Bowl's on the 44th day of the year. Tom Brady retired at age 44. All this stuff is the stuff that I do. I connect the numbers. I don't always get it right with who's going to win. Nobody does. And the sooner you realize that, the better. If you gamble, guys, it's fun. It can be really fun and it can win you money. But you will have days where it just takes your money and it takes your energy and it makes you feel sad. Do you want to feel like that? I realized that. I did the pros and the cons. When I won, it felt nice. It felt good. When I lost, it really crushed me. It did. And I was like, okay, I don't need this in my life anymore. But I still love decoding sports and I'll do it for my community. And they'll get better. OBJ is definitely a big part of it, and he was an LSU Tiger. He was an LSU Tiger, so a Tiger can still win it. Brilliant, K-Dub. I'm liking your comments. Yeah, I knew about OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. He played on the Tigers as well. And going back to Katy Perry, she had that song, didn't she, called Raw? And she was like, I'm not going to completely sing it, but it was like, I got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire. Then it all talks about I am a champion. Like, is she referring to the Bengals, the Tigers? I don't know. But Katy Perry seems synced up with the Bengals and the Tigers. And Katy Perry loves the Eye of Horus as well. Somebody was saying, was Russell Brand her handler? I think so, when they were dating. I think Katy Perry's a man and I think Russell Brand's a woman. But again, a lot of people call me out on that. I don't have evidence of that. I just go off what I feel. Can't say for certain that's pre-planned. Pope is 85 years old, 58 days old at kickoff. Odell Beckham Jr.'s touchdown is his 58th career. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to get a touchdown, Odell Beckham. Pope Francis gets you 58 in Gematria as well. As does Freemasonry, as does Kobe Bryant. 58 seems to be a big number. 161 golden ratio. Very nice. I think Logan from Decoding Reality has 16.1 followers. Interesting. All right. Okay, let me go through some of my codes. Of what I like. Let me do my initial code, okay? Which the more I do it, the more I say it out loud, the more it seems too obvious. But then I have moments where I think, Adam, your knowledge is not obvious. Your knowledge is sacred. So maybe it isn't obvious, but to me, it's obvious. Let me tell you my 99 code for the LA Rams to lose, okay? See if I can remember it off the top of my head. So the Super Bowl's in California. California was founded on 9-9, okay? You might want to make notes here. The two quarterbacks in the Super Bowl are Stafford and Burrow. Both of them wear the number 9 jersey, like 99. Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. The NFL season began on 9-9, 99 days before the Pope's birthday. The last major celebrity death of 2021 was Betty White, who died at age 99. Okay? The Cincinnati mayor, I think, was born on 9-9. Then you have Matthew Stafford, who's the Rams quarterback. He can get his 99th career loss if he loses in the Super Bowl. Okay? All those 99s. When you type in 13 into the Gematria, it gets you 99. And obviously the Super Bowl is on the 13th day of the month. Only the second time ever that's happened. It's 13 Illuminati bloodlines. LA gets you 13 in Gematria. Arguably the Rams' best player is Donald. His name gets you 99. He wears the number 99 jersey. He was the guy who basically sacked Jimmy G, the last play of the game, which cemented the Rams getting to the Super Bowl. Number 99. So all of those 99s tell me that Stafford's getting his 99th loss. That was my initial code. Bengals win. That was just the 99 code that I did. This is me finding those undeniable numbers. Does it mean Stafford's losing? No. If he does lose, I'm sure it has a lot to do with those 99s that I just said. But does it mean that he loses? No. Then the Bengals have the year of the Tiger riddle, don't they? Brady retires the first day. We enter the year of the Tiger, the Bengals, Tigers. Their quarterback, Burrow, played for the LSU Tigers, defeated the Clemson Tigers. You've got all that Tiger riddle. Tiger Woods crashing in LA. I don't know who that favors. But they'll give you these little clues. But sometimes, guys, you've got to be aware, because I'm trying to help you here. These clues they're giving you are distractions sometimes. They'll throw out so much information. I just posted a video on my Patreon, guys, of a guy called, do you know the Icky Shuffle? There was a guy who played for the Bengals. I think his name was Icky Woods, which is interesting because his last name's Woods, like Tiger Woods. This guy was called Icky Woods, and there's a commercial, guys. He was born in California. The Super Bowl's in California. He wore the number 30 jersey for the Bengals. The last time the Rams won the Super Bowl was the 30th day of 2000. But there's a commercial of him on YouTube for Geico from 2014, 8 years ago. Kobe's career started with a number 8 jersey. He's picking up some food from the supermarket and they called his number out. And guess what the number they called out? 44. And the Super Bowl's on the 44th day of the year. So that commercial's from 8 years ago. If the Bengals win, it tells me that they knew 8 years ago the Bengals were going to win the Super Bowl, and so did that guy. Katy Perry, born in California. I didn't know that. I just know that both of the parents worked in the church. And then her first song was I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. I'm sure her parents were proud. But I guess the people who work in churches are not as sacred as you think they are. We all know about the Catholic Church. I won't get too deep into it because I've got a lot of friends. I live in Mexico. Practically everyone's a Catholic. They worship the Pope. If only they knew who Pope Francis really was. A wolf in sheep's clothing. And I don't need to go too much on about the Pope. I've proven now more than anyone in the world that the Pope's connected to everything. Nobody's done a better job than me at that. Some people might get annoyed that I keep connecting the Pope, but can't help it. He's always connected. Tom Brady debut in 2001 after number 11 New York Jet, injured number 9 Patriot. Amazing. Yeah, Brady's debuts in 2001 when the Twin Towers come down. And he played for the Patriots the majority of his career. And after 9/11, there was the Patriot Act that got signed. Like, what is this? What is this scripted reality that we're living in? I think man's responsible as well as the universe. I think the universe has an organic element. This is why I'm different to Zach and Decode Your Reality, who will bring you this way, divide you. I'm in the middle. I've told you I'm the grey guy. I think there's an organic element to this universe that's been infiltrated by man, who have all this sacred knowledge of how the universe works. Maybe back in the day, everybody had that sacred knowledge and worked together. Whereas now it's been infiltrated. Are pro sports rigged? People always ask me. They have to be. I've witnessed too many games that are so blatantly rigged. Yesterday, Luka Doncic, he had 5 fouls 1 minute into the third quarter, and he came back in and won the game for Dallas, and he winked at the camera. It all looked like the Hawks were beating Dallas yesterday. Dallas had 3 players and 5 fouls. They didn't have Porzingis. Hawks are a really good team. They were tied and they were minus 200, the Hawks, despite being the underdogs at the beginning of the game. And they lost because Vegas does screw with you. Who's Vegas, though? The universe? Is Vegas just the universe? The people who work for Vegas are just being used by the universe? I don't believe that. I won't have that. Howdy, partner. Liam, just so you know, I got some water in this, whatever you call this. Thermo, is it? Ice cold as well, baby. One World Trade Center opened 13 years after. Yeah. Well, if we talk about the 1968 riddle, 1968, the term coronavirus was coined. It's when the World Trade Center began construction. It's when 9/11 became the emergency dialing code in the US. And then 33 years later, on 9/11, the Trade Center comes down. Who's doing this? 33, guys. What's the highest rank of Freemasonry? 33 degree. But Decode Your Reality will tell you it's nothing to do with the Masons. They don't do anything wrong. Don't blame the Masons or the Jesuits or secret societies. It's nothing to do with them, probably because he's a member of them. Jubilee. Your numbers are confirming who I think will win the EPL and Champions League. I've said the teams I like for the Champions League, I'm not mystic. I've said from the beginning of the season, I like Bayern Munich. And then I found amazing riddles for Ajax and PSG. I've said if you put your money on one of those teams, you could have got Ajax at 25-1 at the beginning. Or they were 40-1. And recently they were 20-1. They have a really good riddle. Bayern's my favorite one. The Illuminati were founded in Bavaria. That's where Bayern is. They're called the Bavarians. Plus a million other things. The death of Gerd Müller connects to Bayern Munich winning it. I'm not going to go through everything, but I just put numbers together because I enjoy this. And when people win money, it's great. The Olympics in the golf, I decoded the male and female winner. One was 12-1, one was 8-1. I did that by myself through this knowledge. Or maybe I just got lucky, guys, possibly. Or maybe the universe just decoded it for me and I was just fulfilling my role in the script. It wasn't me at all who put in hours of hard work and research. It was just the universe using me to do it. Hi, Adam, are you going to be doing Six Nations and what, not like rugby? I could look into the Six Nations for sure. I think all the sports are connected by a code, whether it's organic or not. Six Nations, their beloved number 6. That's why Christmas is 6 days. With 6 days left in the year, they love that number 6 for whatever reason. I don't know why they love 3, 6, and 9, but they do. I'd love to figure it out. And that's the type of stuff I'm interested in now. I don't want to watch a sports game again. I know people want me to stream the Super Bowl and do my predictions. I don't even know if I want to watch it, guys. I don't want to give my energy to it. Because when these Super Bowls go on, I bet there's something major happening in astrology that we just ignore because we're too busy being distracted, sat on our sofa, eating junk food, watching a bullshit game. And again, if it is completely rigged, or if it's organic and it's the universe, the whole thing, it's harvesting your energy, correct? That's what it's doing. Whoever's behind it, it's harvesting your energy. It's taking your energy. And it's pretty sad because energy is the most powerful thing in this world. You have to be really smart in who you give your energy to and what you give your energy to. And I've made a decision that I don't want to give it to gambling. That's my personal choice. Okay? Or, again, without being sarcastic, sorry if I'm annoying you with this, maybe it wasn't my decision. Maybe the universe made it for me, which I don't believe in. I don't agree with that at all. I've known about popes being evil since 1978. Wow, the year Kobe was born. And been telling people about this stuff for over 30 years. Brilliant, Sean. Much love to you. I'm sure nobody wanted to listen because they don't want to believe in anything that's potentially satanic or sadistic. But for whatever reason, humans are interested in documentaries about serial killers. And they love watching horror movies. But when it becomes real, they dismiss it. They like the fantasy element of it and the possibility of it. But when it becomes real, they deny it. The sad thing is, well, it's not sad, it's beautiful and sad. The average human being has a beautiful soul and cares about the fellow man. I do believe that. So they can't comprehend that such sick things are taking place in this world. They can't comprehend it. All right, I'm going to keep reading these and I'll go back to my codes. Bread and circus, correct. Started at the Colosseum. It's still going on now. Just people got murdered in the Colosseum. Now people are getting murdered outside of the Colosseum. Their lives are getting taken, supposedly. Again, it's up to you whether you believe that or not. It's probably somewhere in the middle. Some people may be getting taken out. Others get new identities like Kobe. In my opinion, the Queen is no longer present. I think the Queen was taken out maybe 40 years ago. I think the person playing the Queen is a man. I think the original Queen was a beautiful woman. I think everything's being infiltrated at the moment. I don't know how these people have done it, but same with Philip. There's no way Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year on 49, which is the revelation number. Philip was probably taken out decades ago, to be honest. But do I know that? No. But the more you learn this knowledge, the more you question things. I was told by grandfather that they are demons, are from hell. My grandfather was from Belfast. I believe in demons. I don't believe in hell. I believe in demons. I do not believe in heaven and hell. I think that's a control and fear tool. I don't think at the end of your life, there's somebody who's decided and reviewed you to determine whether you go to heaven or hell. I don't agree with that. I believe in demons, and if demons exist, so do angels. There's good people in this world at the top, guys, fighting a good fight for us. It's not all the people at the top are demons. There must be good people at the top, because these demons, these evil entities, these narcissists, whatever you want to call them, if they wanted to take us out, which a lot of people say they do, why haven't they already done it? Why haven't they set off that nuclear weapon yet and taken out countries? Why have they not already done it? They can't. They don't have the power. There's good people preventing it. It's like you always see in the movies, there's the good guy and the bad guy. And I know they always tell you the good guy wins, and hopefully that's what happens. But you've also got to be wary of that, because it gives you a false sense of security, thinking the good guy is always going to save us, like they do in the movies. I think we have to save ourselves, and we have to unite. And in my community, guys, I've been talking about this for about 3 months now. If we're just going to focus on winning money, it's exactly where they want us to be. If they just want us decoding sports and talking about sports and the deaths of rappers, it's where they want us to be. Okay, we're giving our energy to that. There's way more to this world. My mate Manny, who's incredible, he was like, Adam, we have 360 senses. We don't have 5, we have 360. And they've limited us to make us believe we have 5. We are so powerful and we're not aware of it. So I started looking into these different senses. And I'm like, wow, thank you, Manny. I never even considered that. I just believed we had 5, and we have way more. That's the stuff I want to look into. Yes, I love decoding sports. It's great. It's fun. It helps people win money. But this knowledge is way more important than that. So there's just like, one of our senses has to be our balance. What keeps us upright? That is a sense. That's a sense. Kinesthesia, the sense of movement. Like, I'm gifted kinesthetically. That's the sense of movement. That's a sense. How we sense the passing of time. That's a sense. There's all these different senses. Animals have these amazing senses. Probably because they're not fed bullshit like us. That's limiting us. Animals have amazing senses, amazing sense of smell, and probably other type of senses. So we're way more powerful than we realize. Again, I think Decode Your Reality makes us feel worthless and useless by telling us it's all the universe and we have no control over our actions. That's a really good way of making us feel like, what's the point in living if we have no control of our life? That's what he's doing. Don't watch that guy's stuff. And I might call into his show. And he's going to throw his tarot cards at me and his amazing knowledge. I don't give a shit, bro. I see through your bullshit. Okay? Because my spirit's strong. Okay? Don't let people's knowledge and smile and shit like that distract you and make you feel like you're below them, because you're not. And I'll happily call in his show and he'll pull out all of his bullshit. And we'll see how that goes, won't we? We'll see how that goes. Sending me clown emojis. Prick. All right. There's billions of good people. You're right, my friend. Yeah. I don't know how many people are living on this planet, but they tell us it's 7.9 billion. The Society of Jesus gets you 79, which is hilarious. 79, the 22nd prime. The Rams last won the Super Bowl 22 years ago. Kobe's highest scoring game was on the 22nd day of 2006. Hank Aaron recently died on the 22nd day of 2021. He died in Atlanta, and the Atlanta Braves win the World Series. How convenient. So 22 is a master number. Taylor Swift, the bloke, had a song like, I'm feeling 22. Whatever she sang. So Rams have the 22 riddle, and I have way more for the Rams and the 22 riddle, because there's loads of 11s with Stafford. And I think Joe Burrow was drafted 11 years after Stafford, and there's another 11 riddle, and 11 times 2 is 22. And 112 is 112. The Jesuits operate in 112 nations. There's loads of shit for the Rams, guys. So if you are, what I'm trying to tell people, hey, Shaz, Glenn, I write about the Rothschilds in my book. who own the banking system. And if you own money, you basically run the show, don't you? Whoever controls the money controls the world. There's some sort of phrase with that. All I'm trying to warn people, because I'm one of the good guys, and somebody said this to me the other day, who can you actually trust on YouTube anymore? It seems like everyone's an agent or a shill. I think people can connect with me because I'm so real. I'm so real. If you're on my Patreon, you see how real I am. The other day, I called a woman who joined my Patreon, who has 5 kids. She's just had an awakening. I spoke to her on Saturday for over 2 hours. Okay? For over 2 hours on my Saturday. I don't have much time off with my schedule. I have Patreon, I have YouTube, I teach, I coach. I spoke to her for 2 hours. And she's feeling lonely right now because none of her kids or friends believe what she believes in. They think she's crazy. And I assured her she's not. And we had an amazing conversation. Okay? That's the shit I do. I really care. If I was some shill, some agent, I wouldn't do that. We live in a fallen body, very possible, very possible. We're supreme beings. We are supreme beings, and people are not aware of that because we've been limited by this society, working 9 till 5. I don't know. I saw this yesterday. So, you know, they're really pushing mental health agendas, which I've said for about a year. All these athletes, celebrities are having issues with mental health now all of a sudden. When you break down the word therapist, the word therapist into 2 says the rapist. And I think therapists rape your brain. I don't think you need to go to a therapist to find meaning in your life, to overcome adversity. You find that from within. You don't need to sit down and have a therapist tell you why your life sucks and how you can improve it and then give you medication. So that's what therapists do. That's what psychologists do. That's what doctors do. They end up just giving you medication. The best medication, guys, is finding the truth from within, is nature, is smiling, is spreading positivity, eating healthily, which is difficult these days, drinking plenty of water, not gambling, or if you do, limit yourself. Like a lot of my friends do. They bet a couple of dollars a week. They can do that. It's no different for going for a few beers a week. So, I know I'm going off topic. I always do because I don't have a script that I read off. I'm not an actor. I just talk. Telepathy, that's, from what I'm aware, that's how we used to communicate, through telepathy, through energy. That's why my girlfriends that I've had, as soon as I looked them in the eye, I knew they were going to be my girlfriend. I felt the energy that we had. I didn't speak to them. I didn't physically touch them. I looked them in the eye and I was like, I'm going to date this girl. I knew through the energy. And this is before I was the illusion and I was a deep person. I knew through the energy of looking in someone's eyes that we had a connection. And you probably have that, guys. People you've met or you're attracted to, you just look them in the eye and you know that there's something and they know there's something and you connect without speaking. How beautiful is that? But they've destroyed our pineal gland, which is our third eye, and just limited us. And it's on us to change that, guys. I want to inspire people. Do I want to help them win money? Yes, we need it. But if I only end up having, I have 36 patrons. By saying what I'm saying about gambling, it might take me down to 100. It might take me up to 500. I don't know. This is where I do believe in the universe. I do what feels right at the time. I do what feels right at the time. There's no agenda behind me. 22 different teams have won the Champions League, European Cup. PSG aren't one of them. Don't believe they will be the 23rd. Brilliant, Andy. That's the type of knowledge I like. So PSG, that's a great riddle for them not to win it. Bayern have, of course, won it. I think Ajax have won it once, haven't they? So they've won it. As a Dutchman, I agree that Ajax probably has a big chance of winning the Champions League. Well, they went 6 for 6 in the group stage. Yesterday, our technical director, Mark Overmars, was sacrificed. Mark Overmars died? Guy with Mars in his name? No way, guys. Oh, okay, he quit. My God, I thought he died. So Overmars quit. The guy who, wasn't he a member of the Invincibles with Arsenal, Overmars? With Bergkamp. who I can't deny, Dennis Bergkamp, what a player. However rigged it all is, I know a classy player, and Dennis Bergkamp, his touch was just, I love Dennis Bergkamp, I'm not going to lie. I know it's corrupt, it's rigged, but I did like watching Dennis Bergkamp. I did. And I'm not going to just start hating on every athlete. They did bring me joy. Do they all know it's corrupt? No, they don't all know. Probably knows. His level, I think anyone who's played in a World Cup must know. What about Mane yesterday? Misses a penalty because Salah whispered in Egypt's goalkeeper's ear where Mane was going to hit the ball. And then Mane should have been sent off, somebody told me. I didn't watch one game in the African Cup of Nations. And then he scores the decisive penalty. I told my friends it was going to finish 4-2 on penalties, because 42 is the big racial number, and it's Black History Month, and it finished 4-2 on penalties. I tried to bet on it, and it didn't offer me that. I tried to bet on the correct score in the penalty shootout. It didn't allow it. And I didn't have the numbers to say who was going to win it. I just said it was going to be 4-2 on penalties, because it's a really racist number, and it's a number connected to the Freemasons. So, yes, Senegal won the African Cup of Nations, arguably the worst tournament that's ever been played in the history of tournaments. And the final was 0-0. The community said it was going to be a draw and go to penalties, which it did. You have a lovely singing voice. Sometimes I do, thank you. But I've never had classes, never claimed to be a musician, never went to drama school. I've always said I have a better voice than the average person. Do I have a good voice? Probably not. Is it better than the average guy? Yeah. Am I trying to get a record deal? No. Did I ever consider going on X Factor? No. Can I get up at karaoke and people be like, he's a pretty good singer? Yes. Yes. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm pretty creative. I write poetry. I wrote my own songs. I'm no Jesuit who just has to sing what the Jesuits write for them. Or maybe it's the universe writing all the lyrics, guys. Nothing to do with man, is it? The Rothschild family, his net worth is $700 trillion and own 2/3 of the land of Earth. Yes, I can agree with that. But who are these families? Let's put it this way. If it is man, okay? So I don't have all the answers. The Rothschilds came up with the concept of the banking system, which was genius, yeah? Absolutely genius. So they sent all their sons, so the Rothschilds had a big family, to different parts of Europe, like Rome, Vienna, London, all of those places, Berlin, I think, and they set up banks there, created this fictional money, like monopoly money that we've all just accepted, the social construct of money. And money makes the world go round. That's what they say. Money makes the world go round. So whoever controls the money practically controls the world. That's why Dr. Evil's like, $1 trillion. And he was like bribing, I don't know who was bribing in the movie Austin Powers, but the Rothschilds have done that. And then you had the Rockefellers control the oil. So if you control the oil and the money system, and maybe those families connected with each other to become a superpower, then everything else, we are being used, but probably by these families, not by the universe. By these families are using us, deceiving us, lying to us, and mocking us. And if it is just the universe and the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, the Gates family, the Kennedy family, all those families, the Pope, are just fulfilling their role, we still need to bring these people down. If this is a movie we're living in, let's be the heroes in the movie and bring down the bad guys, okay? Let's try and do that. That's my take on it. Let's reveal as much deception as we can before they make it impossible by, I don't know, banning people like me from YouTube for just speaking my mind. I believe there is a wild formula and Gematria is a part of it. Yeah, Johan, Gematria is a part of the formula. It's not everything. It's one element. I've said these elite families, I don't like using elite because it means they're better than us. These families at the top of the pyramid, which it is the Illuminati pyramid with the all-seeing eye at the top, they have sacred knowledge that we don't have. And I bet their kids learned Gematria when they were 4 years old. It was part of their education to learn about the Kabbalah. Whereas we've stumbled across it. Well, I know I stumbled across it. People like Zach may have stumbled across it, or maybe he's known it his whole life. I don't know. Adam, wow, I got a degree in psychology and wanted to be a school counselor, but you just explained right there why I don't agree with therapy. I wasn't awake yet in college. Brilliant, Owen, but you're awake now. Much love to you. I've always been interested in psychology. I studied sports psychology, part of my degree, the human psyche. I remember doing a presentation about the human brain, how it connects to being a professional athlete. And it was the best presentation I've ever done at university. I got the highest grade you can get because I felt so confident talking about it. I interviewed professional athletes, which were part of my thesis and all of that. But again, I want to believe that these athletes have obviously been born with talent, but they've earned their role in it, in this world. But then on the other hand, a lot of them haven't, have they? They've been given it through their bloodline. It's so confusing, guys. Everything's in the middle. I am confused most days, even though things become clearer every day. I'm still confused. There's so much to this. There's so much learning to be done. I'm going to really emphasize and focus on astrology this month. I'm going to do as much research as I can regarding astrology. So that might be what's going wrong with some sports picks of mine. I'm not looking enough into astrology, which is obviously huge. They worship Saturn. You sing like an angel. Thank you. Thank you. Knights Templars were the first bankers. I've read that, Daniel, as well. I've read that. 2 teams have won Champions League 6 times, 66. Don't see that changing. That's a good point. It's the same, isn't it, with the 49ers could have been the 3rd team to win 6 Super Bowls for 666. It didn't happen. That stayed on 66. But that made sense because the Church of Satan was founded in 66 in San Francisco. Ajax have won it 4 times. 9 teams have won it once. That'll probably stay there with the 91. 91's the 13th try, and 13's been the biggest number of the last few months. So whoever's won it once is probably not winning it again. The Rothschild family is controlled by Roman Catholic Church. I think it's the other way around. I think the Rothschilds control the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church owns and controls everything in those families. But, okay, if it's the Roman Catholic Church who control everything, who controls the Roman Catholic Church? Who's controlling the Roman Catholic Church if it's the Roman Catholic Church controlling everything? I get what you mean about the Vatican. It's got its own military complex. What are they hiding from us? Basically, the Vatican's its own country. It's definitely sacred knowledge in there. That's why they have a military. Can't go anywhere near it. I'm over Pope Francis. I knew much about the popes. I know everything about every pope, I feel now, through research from what they tell us about these popes. And who chose Francis? Why was he chosen? Why are his numbers connected to Revelation? I don't get this. See, yesterday in my video about the Queen, the most mind-blowing video I may have done, 1,776 days between Philip and Elizabeth's birthday. It's 1776. And the Bavarian Illuminati were founded 1776. And the Declaration of Independence was signed 1776. How does that work? Who determined that Elizabeth would marry Philip? And there was those date durations. You know what I'm starting to think? Their date of births, lies. So they'll tell you Philip was born, was it June the 10th, 1921, Elizabeth, April the 21st, 1926. Is that legit? Or do they just code these things for these perfect synchronicities? Or is it the universe, like Decoding Reality says? And Elizabeth and Philip were used. I don't think so. For me, the Illuminati were founded in 1776. 2 months later, we have the Declaration of Independence signed. Doesn't that tell you that the Illuminati basically came up with the concept of the United States of America? That's what it tells me, and made it the most powerful country in the world. And now they're bringing it down. Or there's a different group of people bringing down the US to start this new world order. Create the US, make it the most powerful country in the world, bring it down, which is going to destroy so many Western countries. It's going to destroy Mexico as well if they destroy the US. And then create the one world government, complete control for these sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists. That makes more sense to me. And we need to stop that from happening, instead of just putting all our energy into sports and celebrity deaths. Black Pope, and I would love to know more about the Black Pope, who's obviously higher than Pope Francis, but I don't know. They don't give you much information about the Black Pope, so I don't know how I'm going to gather it. The devil controls the Roman Catholic Church. That makes sense. I agree with that. Ownership, legal possession is a contractual legal fiction. Not even a clot of dirt will be owned. I agree. I think there's a reason for all of this stuff which escapes human perception. Maybe there is work being done on a dimensional level as well. I believe there's multiple dimensions and realms, and I love that. I don't think we're just limited to this one. There's other people that tell you we live in a dome and there's no escaping it. Doesn't that sound like fear-mongering? It's basically telling you in a prison planet, you can't escape it. Nothing you can do about it. You can't ascend. You can't rise. You can't leave it. It's basically telling Truman he was never going to leave the show. What happened at the end of the movie? I just got chills. He left the show. He escaped. He walked through the door and he ascended somewhere else. He escaped the Truman Show. So don't let people tell you we live under a dome and there's no way of leaving. Like they try and told you in the Simpsons movie, they put Springfield in a dome. I'm not falling for that. I don't feel it from within. And don't have people tell you you die and that's it. You die, you get put in a coffin, you get burnt to ashes, and that's the end of you. No, you have a spirit. Where do you think your spirit goes? You can't burn a spirit. It goes somewhere else. Or does it just keep reincarnating back to this prison planet? I don't think so. I hope not anyway. I hope not. Corporation of the USA, baby. Why is the birth certificate only valid for 75 years? Well, it's the average age a person dies. 75 in Western society. Probably a lot younger in Africa and places like that. Or maybe, knowing the bullshit that fed us, maybe Africans live longer than Westerners because they're not getting bullshit food and chemtrails and all of that. Oh, I better not say that word. I wonder who controls both the Masons and the Jesuits. I think they work together, mate. Maybe the Illuminati. The Illuminati infiltrated every secret society. That's what Adam Weishaupt did. He created the Illuminati, he gave them all the sacred knowledge, and then he told them to go to different secret societies, gather their information and bring it back to the Illuminati, and then infiltrate the other societies. That's why pretty much all of these societies have the same principles as the Illuminati, aka the Satanists, because that's what they are. The illuminated ones, Jesus Morningstar and Lucifer Morningstar illuminated. People say Jesus and Lucifer is the same person. In Gematria, they have the same values, which is very interesting. And again, maybe Jesus and Lucifer is within every human being. I don't know. Like Jesus said, Christ is within me. What does that mean? Is Jesus and Christ two different things, or is it the same thing? I don't know any of that. I sure as hell like asking myself those questions. Arturo Sosa. I'm going to put him in the search engine now. Guys, sorry that we're going off topic. This was about Super Bowl, but I'm actually glad. Wow, he was congregated, guys, on George Floyd's birthday. This Pope, Black Pope. That's insane. So he's 73, 21st prime. His predecessor guy is called Adolfo Nicholas. Adolfo sounds a lot like Adolf, like Hitler. I do think these people running the show are Nazis, whatever. Like, don't always connect Nazis with Germans. Nazis, for me, are Satanists. Just look at the Nazi logo. Look at the Nazi logo. They give you a lot of truth in logos because they put truth in plain sight. Do you believe in Demouche? I don't know what that is. Sorry, mate. I've always said if I don't know what somebody's asking me, I don't pretend I know. I don't know. It's not who controls them, but what they serve. Brilliant, Sean. Yep. Some more mockery. Tom Brady's last pass before the tying touchdown was the 12-yard line. Wow. But let's say this then. Let's say this. Like how he threw for 201 yards in Super Bowl 55, 201. Number one, did they make up the statistics? Are they lies? Did he really throw for 201? As a fan, we don't measure that. If he did throw for 201, there's no way man can perfect that, can they? You can't tell a guy you're going to throw for 201 yards this game. Okay, I can do that. Like, you can't tell a guy to hit the crossbar from the halfway line. Okay, let me do that. You can't. So that's where I'm like, is a combination of the universe, magic, man being aware, because man can be aware of the ritual that's about to be fulfilled without 100% being responsible for the ritual. Maybe somebody said to Brady, his wife, who's a witch, you're going to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be this score, and you're going to throw for 201 yards. Just go out there, smile, and play the game. Everything else will just play out the way it's supposed to. I believe in that. I don't think they get told what to do and they go, okay, I'm going to do that. I think they'll say, this is what's going to happen. Just go out there and play to the top stars. That way, the majority of the players have to have no idea. You just need the top stars, coaches, owners to be like, this is what's going down today. This is who's winning. Done. And just watch the show play out. I believe that is probably what's happening. So these players are not executing these rituals day in, day out in every sport. Like Mane yesterday, I think he knew he was winning the African Cup of Nations. I think Salah knew he was losing it. I don't think every player on the team knew. I think they knew. I don't think they give a shit about a bullshit trophy that means nothing, because they know deep down it's all rigged. By a code or by an organic system. It's not them, in my opinion, at that level. I'm at work right now listening to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, you got to do a call-in show. We can all get more knowledge out there faster. I might look into that. I'm very terrible with technology, and I'm a bit scared of people calling in and saying really controversial things. I have 2 strikes. If I get one more, my page is gone. And my 2 strikes were really unjust. My video about Prince Philip and my video about Pfizer. And it wasn't about the actual vaccine. It was about the guy who invented the company. And I got 2 strikes. So what if somebody calls in and starts saying this, this, and this, and this, this, and this? And it's not me saying it, and then my channel's gone. Or my followers have gone, which has taken me over a year to acquire. I'm in a delicate position now with YouTube, and it's really sad. It shouldn't be a thing such as strikes on YouTube. I don't think they used to be until truth were getting put out there, which tells me why they're so scared of the truth. And if it is just the universe responsible, then the universe is obviously not going to be scared of anything. It can do whatever it wants. It's man. Man fears the truth, it seems. Even the average Joe fears the truth. The people running the show, they fear the truth being revealed. Like the vampires when light gets shined on them. They can't handle it, can they? They can't handle it. They do everything in the dark, these people, in the background, in the shadows. Okay. Can you please check out this channel, Symbols, Patterns, and Jason Bickfield? Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that. Put it in my notes. It's only so many minutes in a day, but then again, time's an illusion as well. Time's an illusion. I think God and Satan are the same, because you see these elite rappers, players, etc., worshipping God and how it is put. Well, yeah, when they win Oscars and stuff and Grammys, they thank God. But who are they thanking? Who is their God? Satan? Didn't Lady Gaga say in an interview, I swear on Satan? When she got asked the question, she went, I swear on Satan. Not I swear on God, I swear on Satan. Because that's who she worships, or he. He decodes shining and eyes wide shut by overlaying the movies on top of each other. That sounds amazing. I'll look into this guy. Thank you. Look into Salvi trip reports, Adam. I will send you a vid. Cheers, Liam. Much love to you. I love Liam. Oh, I've never seen you. You're handsome. Wow. Appreciate it. Compliments. Thank you. Sirius. They're making up the numbers for stats. So, again, that's your opinion. I think it could very well be true. Remember my Man United video, which was all about 36, why they lost to Middlesbrough? And Man United had 30 shots and Middlesbrough had 6. I'd love to actually watch the game. Well, I don't want to watch the game and actually count to see if that was possible. And for that to be executed, guys, for Man United to have 30 shots, think of the communication that would need to be had. Okay, guys, won 27 shots. We need 3 more by the end of the game. Do you think they do that? I don't know. It's hard to believe. There's got to be some sort of sorcery, guys, being used. I still always say, how does a guy hit the crossbar from the 1-yard line? How did Jeff Hurst hit that shot from outside the box, the underside of the crossbar that was just over the line? Or how do you do that? It can't just be man. But I do believe maybe Jeff Hurst knew he was going to score a hat-trick and win the World Cup, and that's all he needed to know. He just needed to go out there and play. That's how I see it right now, but my opinion may change in a few weeks. Manipulating it to whatever they want, basically. Like, you watch these NBA games, guys, they've got to be manipulating the line and the spread and all of that, and telling you these players are injured or game time decisions. How was LeBron James out for 5 games? A game time decision, and then he comes and plays 40 minutes and dominates the game, and he's 37. You've been out 5 games, you're a game time decision, which means you're probably not completely fit. And you're 37 years old and you come in and dominate and play overtime. As a coach, which I am, I would limit his minutes. But then the commentators will say, but they needed LeBron out there to win that game. They needed his desire. Who is LeBron? Does he have a demon within him? I think so. That's why he can do what he does at 37. It's not just their God-given ability or their diet or their mental strength. It's not. It can't be. It has to be more than that. LeBron always did his ritual before a game where he's like, he's blowing all sort of powder, probably witchcraft that we don't know anything about, that we just think is innocent. Bigfoot is a good channel. Nice. Now what? Oh, she said, I swear to Lucifer. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, she said, I swear to Lucifer, not Satan. Time is a complete illusion. Thank you, Sean. It is an illusion. I told you I sleep when I'm tired. I probably do need to sleep more. I do agree that lack of sleep deprivation does have a negative impact on your body. I'm not going to deny that. I know personally. I've gone about a year without really sleeping, and I live a pretty hectic lifestyle. But you don't need 8 hours a day, in my opinion. And again, 24 hours in a day, according to who? The Catholic Church. Operation Paperclip, top Third Reich, one executed after war. They were allowed. Yeah, they went to the USA. And there's loads of stuff on that. How the top Nazis went to the USA. Because the US wanted to use their skills in regards to psychology and getting inside the human brain. That's why they did. MK Ultra was a real thing in the 50s. The CIA got taken to court. It was legit. It was doing experiments on humans. What do you think they do with these soldiers, guys, who get taken to, I don't know, the middle of nowhere, the Middle East, and they come back with all these mental health problems? They've gone mental. They're probably being experimented on, to be honest with you. I think that's what happens. I think a lot of people who get kidnapped, they do experiments on them. I think they experiment on the people who get kidnapped, kids and adults, male and female. I really do believe that as well, but I don't have evidence. Probably never will. And even if I did have evidence and it was on video, people would still dismiss the video to be fake. So again, yeah, screw your evidence up your ass, guys. Where are you from, mate? I'm from England, live in Mexico. Lived in the US before that. Traveled the world. Doing what I love. And I'm very happy where I am now. I think there's a reason why I left England. I think a lot of people from England are narrow-minded and stuck in the ways. Don't have anything against English people, but I do think that they're narrow-minded. And I wanted to escape that. And I didn't like the weather. Don't underestimate the power of the sun. They'll tell you it gives you cancer. The sun's really bad for you. The sun is amazing for you. The sun makes you feel better, brings you joy, it probably spreads positive energy. It's why I go to the beach. Ooh, just hiccup, guys, as often as I do. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy at the beach, and I'm sure the sun's connected to it. That could just be more in his story because Hitler was a Mason. Hitler was clearly a Mason. You just have to look at the symbolism behind Hitler. And please watch my video about Hitler was Walt Disney. Maybe these people are shapeshifters as well, which is becoming a possibility. Hitler and Walt Disney was the same person. It's why the private club at Disney is 30. It's called Club 33. The highest rank of Freemason is 33 degree. Hitler was a character. Walt Disney was a character. One guy like Walt Disney didn't come up with the concept of Disney World. It was the Masons, okay? It was the secret societies that did it. And if you look at how these the theme parks are designed, when you look at it from above, it's Masonic symbolism. You ever look into the logo? Aspas, soccer player from Celta Vigo, Spain, first division soccer from known as loyalty and performance with club and good guys, such a joke. Yeah, Aspas, he played for Spain as well, didn't he? He's played in some major tournaments. Aspas is a really mediocre player. I think he played for Liverpool as well. There's a lot of mediocre players that have made it for their Masonic ties and their bloodline. Again, you just start watching these games properly. A lot of them don't belong on that football field at the highest level. They simply don't. They don't. They've got away with it because people just haven't questioned it because they just see them in the kit and the jersey. And a lot of them have really good bodies, so they look like athletes, but they're mediocre footballers. And I know that because I'm a high-level footballer. I'd love to play against some of them. I really would. I'm looking forward to my game tonight. I'll keep you posted on how that goes. It's my first 11v11 game in a long time. We'll see how it goes, but it's an over 35 division, guys. I'm 35, so I'll probably be the youngest player on the team. So I'm going to absolutely murder these players, to be honest. It'd be beautiful if somebody could take videos of it so I could share them with you without showing off how good I am. But people always say, can you show some clips of you playing? If you're shooting a pen and put your secondary foot closer to the ball than usual while striking, it's going to miss. More often than not, yes. Yeah, not always, but yeah, I agree. AI-generated reality. Okay, serious. I'm beginning to believe that a little bit. It's too perfect. Is God artificial intelligence? This is a question. I'm not saying it's true. AI. Are we living in a computer simulated world and the God of this world is a giant computer system? It's starting to make more sense to me now. Because the numbers are too perfect. The numbers that I put together are too perfect. So I don't know. I'm starting to think we are in some sort of matrix and simulation, but that goes against everything the holy books tell us. But who designed the computer? If God's the creator, who created God? If AI is the creator, the supercomputer, who created the supercomputer? It hurts my head, man. It hurts my head. People say it's the Big Bang, why we're here. I think that's a load of bullshit, to be honest. It's got to be something more beautiful than just this Big Bang. I don't know, man. But yeah, Ronaldo missed a pen as well on normal play. He did the day before his birthday. He turned 37 like LeBron. 2 GOATs, both 37 now. The 12th prime, the year Brady retires, number 12. Oh, by the way, I realized that Brady wore number 10 at Michigan at college and number 12 in the NFL, and 10 plus 12 is 22, and he played 22 seasons in the NFL. 22 seasons, 7 rings, 227, the 49th prime. He supports the 49ers, Revelations 49. Prince Philip died on 49. It's just all these numbers. It's like, how do I know this? How did I learn this? How am I so good at this? And am I supposed to be doing this right now? Feels that way. Could be at the beach and I'm doing a live stream. Anyway, let me go back to why the Rams may lose. Then I'll try read more of your comments. The riddle for the Rams to lose as well, not just the Tiger, not just the stuff with Joe Burrow. If the Rams lose, my gut tells me they win for whatever reason. If the Rams lose, they're going to be 15-6 for the season. 9-11 is the 156 prime number. The Rams' first touchdown in their last game, first touchdown against the 49ers, and I noticed this, I did it in play, was with 8:46 left on the clock. 8:46. Why is that big with 9/11? 9/11 occurred at 8:46 a.m. 8:46. The Rams' first touchdown against the 49ers was at 8:46. They can drop to 15-6 with a loss. 9/11, the 156 prime. And I've got another thing with 9/11. Give me a second. So check this out. Tom Brady, who just retired, who's connected to Joe Burrow, he was born August the 3rd, 1977. It's funny how 7 times 7 gets you 49 as well. But he was born August the 3rd, 1977. Do you know the Bengals' records in the playoffs since Brady's birthday is 8-11? If the Bengals beat the Rams, guys, they're going to become 9-11 in the playoffs since Brady was born. Brady's known as the GOAT. The Rams connected to a GOAT. So how wild is it that the Bengals can become 9-11 in the postseason since Brady was born, who just retired, which was all synced up to Joe Burrow, who's the quarterback for the Bengals? And the Rams can drop to 15-6. I've won so much money this year on 9/11 riddles. Recently, I had Toronto Raptors to beat the Miami Heat, so the Heat would drop to 18-6 at home. There's 18 years and 6 months between 9/11 and coronavirus being declared a pandemic. So that's a wild, wild code for the Rams to lose, but I just don't know how they're doing it. I want to ask you this as well. Do you think they flip the script? Do you think they flip it? Sometimes I do these perfect codes and I'm like, are they just screwing me here? Superb owl, yep. Owl is the animal full of wisdom. Super Bowl is the superb owl. Yep, exactly. You got to break down these words. Like I said, therapist is the rapist because they rape your brain without you realizing. Joe Burrow wins is the new Tom Brady. Yeah. The whole Brady Burrow thing, it's beautiful, like in regards to the connections, but I just feel like, are they really going to repeat it? And if they do repeat it, is it man doing it? Or is it just this universe is creating a new star? I don't think the NFL is going to be around in 20 years if there's people like me doing my work. People won't watch it, not like they do now anyway. So I don't know what they're going to do. But Joe Burrow massively connects to Brady. But then you've got Stafford, who played for Detroit Lions, and Eminem's performing, who was from Detroit. So keep an eye on what he says at halftime, Eminem. The guy's from Detroit, from 8 Mile. 8 Mile, guys. What was Kobe's first number? 8. I told you about that commercial with the Bengals guy. It was put out 8 years ago in 2014. There could be multiple scripts. If there is, that's really freaking annoying. If there are multiple ways that they can do it, that would be so sick if they can just say, you know what, let's change it. How important is Vegas? I have all these questions because I don't know the answer. How important is Vegas? How important are the odds? How important is it when a star player's out? I had months and months of saying it makes no difference who's playing. It's all about the code and the numbers. Is it? Because every time I put out an amazing code, they screw with the odds. I'll say this team's going to win, the -106. I'll wake up in the morning, they're +230 because somehow their 2 stars are injured. And then I'm like, shit, should I bet? The 2 stars are out. And then sometimes I do it and it gets beat. They get beat. And then I'll leave it and they win. That's why I'm like, I don't want to keep torturing myself with this gambling. Because I do these codes. It'll all be about, I don't know, it'll all be about Kevin Durant in my code. And it's just a perfect, exceptional code. 10 minutes before the game, Kevin Durant's got diarrhea and he's out of the game. And then my whole code goes to shit. But then everybody's placed the bet. And then if I tell people, hey, listen, KD's out, it's going to affect the code. Really? What? It's not my fault that they do that. And who's doing it? Like, who's sitting LeBron out and saying, you're going to be out for 5 games? He's clearly not injured. Is it his agent? Is it the owner? Is it a demon? Does LeBron have no awareness of what's going on and he just thinks everything's organic? I don't believe so. The guy with the Baal tattoo. So, a lot of questions, guys. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? My gut says the Rams. My code says the Bengals. But my gut seems to be better than my coding when it comes to sports. That's what I think. So again, these people leaving me. There's one guy recently, since I called out Zach, I'm getting 50 comments a day on my videos from him saying that I'm a fraud because I'm not giving clear picks. Well, on Patreon every day I give clear picks. In the Super Bowl, I don't know who's going to win. There's too much for both teams. I'm honest enough to say that. I rarely ever will not give a clear pick. But I'm no longer going to force who I like. I think the Rams take it. If the Bengals win, I will not have 1% of me that is shocked with all the numbers behind why they won. Whatever it is, I'll do a video. I'll expose it. I'll decode the numbers in play. And I'll try and bring down these satanic leagues. Because they are satanic. Whoever's controlling them, they're satanic. See in the symbolism. You see in the rituals that take place. You see in the so-called deaths. These people do die, it's satanic. If they're not, it's satanic. Because they're lying to us to take our energy. Sweden, any homework or you just chirping? What's that about Sweden? Is that having a go at me or somebody else? I don't know. So many people leaving comments. There's Westworld. Yeah, you need to check that out. Yes, I think they flipped the script. I wonder if that's how has anything to do with the money swings. That's what I'm saying. The thing is, money is an illusion, but we need it. They don't need our money. They just don't want us to have it. So when they take our money, they take our energy and they make us more reliant on the system. I was like, if my Patreon goes to shit and people just lose faith in me, which I don't think is going to happen because I believe my Patreons really respect me, I would maybe have to go back into working in a school, which I don't want to do. But if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. So it's like, I don't want it to get to that. And then it tempts you to gamble, doesn't it? So you escape the system. But then if you lose a few, you have to enter the system again to make the money back. It's a beast system. It's a beast system. Year of the Tiger, LSU Tigers, Bengals follow the money. Vegas always wins. Vegas doesn't always win. Check this out. The last 2 days, which is the most insane thing ever, you can check it for yourself. Last 2 days in the NBA, all the favorites won, and not one underdog covered the spread. So if you bet on the favorites the last 2 days in the NBA, you would have won so much money. It rarely ever happens, but not one underdog covered in the last 2 days. So maybe today, the same Monday, is the upset day with the Gematria. There could be some upsets. I doubt they're going to go 3 days in a row where all the favorites win, but they love the number 3. My eyes are hurting, guys, now. I'm starting to stare at this screen far too long daily, and it's not good for me. I need to get some of those stupid glasses. Eminem sideways makes 33, exactly, like Marshall Mathers, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Marilyn Monroe. M&M's, the famous chocolate, where they have their own freaking store in Vegas, which is run by the Masons. So they manipulate all of the gambling machines and stuff like that. I've said this before, the roulette table. Combine all the numbers, it gets you 666. When you add up all the numbers on the roulette table, 666 is 36 numbers, 666 to 36 try. So I'll probably do a video decoding who designed that game, do the numbers behind it, and maybe that guy was just being used by the universe. Doubt it. I think Bengals versus 49ers final. That's not going to happen. Didn't the Bengals play the 49ers and lose 2016, and that's when Kobe retired, 2016? Brings me to that 36 again. 666, a 36 try, 36 points when the Bengals lost to the 49ers. I don't think they flipped the script. It's already written a long time ago. But by who? When we use the word script, who's writing it? The AI computer? Man? God? Hollywood writers? Like we say with Matt Groening and stuff? Are they writing the script every day for every game in every nation, in every sport, even college? There's got to be an organic element that's being infiltrated. Or there's an organic element where man's aware of and is taking advantage of it and using it against us. That makes more sense to me, to be honest with you. Guys, we don't know shit, and it's by design. I don't think we can truly comprehend what these other people know or what technology they have access to, because we've been limited, undeniably, to our 5 senses. That's why people always need proof. They need visual proof. And even when you give them that, they still don't believe it because of cognitive dissonance. They won't believe something against their original belief, especially if it's a belief they've acquired when they were younger, that they've had for many years. It will be a scripted game, guys. It will be fun to decode. I enjoy decoding the games in play and after the game. Is it easier to decode a game after it's done? Yes. Is it easy? No. Do you need to be gifted at decoding to reveal it and present it? Yes. And I will see the numbers in play. For example, if the first touchdowns with 9:11 on the clock, probably a good sign for the Bengals, or they're just mocking us. They're mocking people like me if that happens. But yeah, look out for the time of the touchdowns in basketball. Look out for the time of the timeouts that they take. Like I said, yesterday in the Bulls game against Philly, they took 2 timeouts with 2:41 on the clock, and the Chicago coach got his 241st career loss. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work because sometimes they trick you. They try and trick people like me with that, or sometimes they'll just fulfill a ritual or the potential ritual within the game. But it's worth looking out. Look out for the time of the goal scored. Listen to the commentary if you're still going to watch these games. The reason I've stopped gambling now, I won't watch another game again. I may watch the Super Bowl for you guys, but after that, I'm not watching again. I'm not spending an evening watching the NBA. Nothing but actors. I won't do it anymore. If you do gamble, guys, and you're really invested in it, start watching the games and take my advice. Look at the halftime score, combine the total points. They'll give you a clue, usually with a prime number. So if there's 113 points at the half, the 30th prime, maybe Brooklyn get the 30th win of the season. They're probably giving you the outcome right there. And they do multiple times. I won all my money practically in play when I was gambling daily. But I think they're even making it harder now. Anybody who's been doing this, it's no excuse. They're making it harder. They are making these games more double-coded. Beginning of my journey, I was nailing everything. Probably 75%. Now I'm not even close to that, unfortunately, which doesn't make sense because I should be. My coding's got better. My coding in general has got to the next level, but with sports, they make everything double-coded. Like, look at the Super Bowl. Look at the Super Bowl. If the Rams lose, we know why. We see the riddle behind the Tigers. But if the Tigers lose, the Bengals, I've got loads of shit for the Rams. That doesn't make me a bad decoder. Maybe it means that I'm too good at decoding because I find just every number at play, which is frustrating. Belief is the enemy of wisdom. Beautiful, Sean. The devil is a serpent, not the Horn movie being... Yeah, I agree. The devil is a serpent. Who convinced Eve to take the forbidden fruit? It was a snake. Look at the World Health Organization logo. It's a serpent on it. The WHO. Guys, hospitals... I better not say what I want to say. I'm not going to say what I want to say about hospitals because I know YouTube gets sensitive. But look at the WHO's logo with the snake. Kobe was called the Black Mamba, which was a black snake. Snakes deceive you. Snakes have poison in them. Snakes can kill. Dollar Vigilante thinks the Canadian trucker started out as a script but turned into something real. Very possible. I've got a friend right now who's on my Patreon who's videoing it. He gets like 40,000 views a day because he's videoing it all. God bless him. I don't know if it's legit. We just got to hope it is. That there are men out there fighting for what is right, fighting for freedom. But again, it just depends if we're living in a scripted reality and they're just being used. And I'm not trying to mock decode reality in that term. Maybe that these people are being used to do that. Or maybe they just have a strong fire within them and they're sick and tired of being used. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. There's an illuminating card from the deck of cards about a trucker strike. Yeah. But they're going to start, I think what they're going to start doing now with these cards, the Masons and Jesuits are going to start creating more cards. So when organic things happen, they're going to blame it. Oh, well, it's just another card. It's the type of shit they do. I've seen the Illuminati card game. I've looked into it. Stephen Jackson came up with it. It was a really popular card game. And it foreshadowed practically everything that's happening now. Just like Orwell's 1984 book foreshadowed what's happening now. If you haven't watched my George Orwell video, please watch it. Because I would say it's incredible. But it's not about winning you money. Let me tell you. Most people have been sidelined by disinfo deceivers like Ike and Jones, Hancock, listening to the drivel some people inside a true is a sign how far we are from wisdom. I agree. That. Why do you think I did my video about controlled opposition? It's not just people like Ike and Jones. It's people like Zach Hubbard and Decode Reality. They're out there. It's not just Ike. Then there's Kennedy, one of the Kennedy family who's calling out Bill Gates. Come on. It's from the Kennedy family, which are one of the 13 Illuminati bloodlines. He's just doing his role. They're actors on the world stage by intention, not selected, in my opinion, by the universe. They've been selected by their bloodlines. This is what you're going to do. This is how the world works. This is your role within the world. If you don't fulfill your script, this is what's going to happen to you. Do you accept? Well, okay, I guess I have to. What happens if I don't accept? You die. Okay, I accept. I think it's more like that. Or the Snake in the Jungle book is capable of hypnosis. Most of us are under deep hypnosis and mind control. We are. That's why I said stop watching TV. That's the main reason they're hypnotizing people through the television screen. Hey, the missing, what up? Earth is flat. Makes sense. Don't know. We'll never prove it, but I agree that's the more likely outcome than it being a globe. If you want to see how crazy and mind-blowing this place is, suggest everyone to go to I Am Truth, the YouTube channel, and watch the video, The Truth About Your TV. Okay. What's his name? I Am Truther. I like to check out these channels because every day I share videos on Patreon and I promote people's work. I promote people's work if I believe in their work. Simpsons predictive programming, yeah. Again, who's behind it? It can't be just three guys. What is it? Matt Groening, Simon Bird. I can't remember the other one. There's three guys just coming up with these scripts. At the end of the day, guys, Simpsons is on Fox. Fox, guys, 666 in Pythagorean numerology. F is 6, O is 60, and X is 600. It's 666. So for these shows to be broadcasted, again, because they're casting spells, they have to go to the top guy at Fox who has to approve it. So they have to accept it. Homer Simpson, it's funny, he has the little hair here, which is an M, like Mason. And then you got Matt Groening, the main guy, MG. M is obviously the letter connected to Masonry, and then G is the seventh letter of the alphabet, and G is the big letter they have in the center of them logo, which they say is for geometry or for God or for the grand architect, who knows, but it's the seventh letter. That's why you had the G7, which is basically 77. G is the seventh letter. Brady was born in 77, the chosen one. If he is the chosen one, like people say he is, and LeBron's the chosen one, who chose them? Who chose them? TV is basically alive. It's not a shadow. It's easier to provide world is flat and not round. Shadow on the moon. Yeah, that's true. Enlighten me makes this is the shit I like to talk about. I don't know enough about astrology. I don't know enough about flat earth. I've said this multiple times. There has to be a ton of channels talking about it. People who have dedicated the last few years to the shape of the world. I don't know enough about it. If I had to pick, I would say it's flat, but I've always said it's probably in between or it's neither. So you're arguing over two things and none of them are the correct answer. That makes more sense to me with these people who run the show. Have you arguing over something and neither of the possibilities is actually correct? That makes more sense to me. All sports are fake. That word, it's tough, isn't it? The word fake and scripted, they're tough. Because they are going out there, they are performing, they are competing to an element, but I feel like the outcomes are predetermined, but I just don't know who and how they're doing it day in, day out. It has to be a variety of things. Research old maps, mate. Everyone used to know the Earth was flat until Christopher Columbus and cocaine. There's a very good chance it's flat, bro. There's a very good chance it's flat. They're hiding what's at the center. I agree with that. The Eden, yeah, like Garden of Eden. My friend's daughter's called Eden. It's a beautiful name. Jim Morrison was a Rush Limpow, was he? Makes sense. Contrived is maybe a better... Yeah, brilliant. Liz, contrived is better than rigged. Or predetermined is better than rigged. Because it's a lot to comprehend that every day that they're rigging all these games to perfection. I can get why the average guy can't accept this knowledge. I'm trying my best daily to present this information in a way that is easy for people to process. It's the hardest thing that I do. I get why people dismiss it. I don't like getting called out. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It doesn't bother me. People say you do really well at not rising to these people, but I can see why the average Joe is like, there's no way that all of this can be completely rigged from start to finish. And every player knows, and they can't all know. But it doesn't need them all to know. They don't all need to know. Some sort of magic. What about that 49ers who missed the interception catch? I just threw up the diamond by accident. Who missed the... if he would have caught that ball for the 49ers against the Rams, it was game over, wasn't it? And he dropped it, and it was in his hands. Like, in his hands. If this guy's an elite athlete, which he probably is, magic had to have been used for him to drop that catch. And don't give me that he was just under pressure or the sun was in his eyes. He had it in his hands and it came out. It makes me think that it could be rigged and that was his role in the script and he knew at the beginning, you're rolling here, you're going to get shamed and you're going to miss this catch. As soon as he missed that catch, guys, as soon as he missed it, you should have bet on the Rams to win. Because it is storyline. As soon as he missed that catch, which basically would have won the game for the 49ers, it's kind of telling you, okay, that's it. That's the moment where their opportunity to get to the Super Bowl disappeared. Sometimes you don't need the numbers. You just you have to see the narrative, the storyline. That's why they always say, let's discuss the storylines of the first half. Doesn't mean that there's man writing the story, but it is all a big story. The world's a big story. That's why there's a show called Once Upon a Time and the characters live in storybook. If you've ever seen that. And story, guys, is the last 5 letters of the word history. Because maybe history is one big-ass story, but who's writing it? Different people? I don't know. Who's going to give me the 44th like, guys, with the Super Bowl 56 on the 44th day of the year? And the 4th seeds both make it. Brady retires at 44. Hank Aaron died, who wore the 44 jersey, who hit 44 home runs for 4 seasons in his career. 444 is an angel number. There's a reason why Miami coach has been staying on 444 regular season losses. He could get the 445 today because the Chiefs got their 445 loss against Brady in Super Bowl 55. That happened on 2-7. Today's the 1-year anniversary of that. Heat can stay on 1,550 all-time wins, 155. The Bucks won Super Bowl 55 on 2-7. They ended with a record of 15-5. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Monday gets you 27. Miami gets you 27. It makes sense for Washington to win, but maybe the whole riddle I've just done there means nothing, and it can be annoying because amazing finds. I could be completely wrong. Could be completely wrong, but it's a pretty cool riddle. It's all I can do. I don't claim to know who's going to win every game, but when I put out riddles like that, you've got to at least respect what I can do and the numbers that I find. Might not always determine the outcome. Pretty wild, the shit I do every day and how I can find it. Yeah, once upon a time, it was a good show. Jay Saul, love this guy. He's the guy who inspires nearly all of my codes, to be honest. Once Upon a Time was a good show. I used to love that show. And it was basically all the Disney characters, wasn't it? You had Captain Hook was in it. You had Tinkerbell. You had Snow White. You had Prince Charming. And then you had Rumpelstiltskin. All magic comes with a price, dearie. That's what he would always say. All magic does come with a price, and maybe that price is the life of people. If these people are getting taken out, when they get taken out, it's to do with magic, and all magic comes with a price. And like Elton John said, he had a song called Sacrifice, didn't he? Let me find his lyrics. I want to carefully read his lyrics. Elton John, Sacrifice. What was his lyrics? I start reading these lyrics now, guys, really carefully. Okay, where's the... Oh, no, he says no sacrifice. He's talking about no sacrifice. It's no sacrifice. What does it say? It's no sacrifice. Just a simple word. Two hearts living in two separate worlds. What if they are more than one world as well, guys? What if there's more than one world? They want a one world order. What if there's more than one world? What if there's multiple worlds out there and we're just living in one of them? What if there's like a million different worlds? That'd be amazing. I just got goosebumps there. Blue and green. So when we look at a map, it's always blue and green. Does blue and green make yellow? Like the sun? I can't remember. I've not done art in a long time. I know red and blue is purple. Is blue and green, does that make yellow? I don't know. Somebody confirm that. Santos Bonucci is your man, guys, for Flat Earth. I don't have any respect for Santos Bonucci. I think he's a shill. So I don't like that guy's work. I used to. I don't like his energy anymore. I think he's very, I don't know. I don't think he's organic, as people like to think he is, Santos. And he did a podcast with Decoding Reality. I smelt red flags. There's no way somebody like Santos would speak to me, I don't think. Just an average guy who's not part of the occult. I think Santos is definitely compromised. Maybe he was organic and then they get infiltrated. I don't know. Or maybe they've always been part of the occult. I don't know what's going on with Mexico. Like, I live here in Decoding Reality. There's a lot. Mexico is beautiful. There's so much positive energy here. I don't know Decoding Reality's story behind him moving there. I know mine. Don't have to share it. But it's very organic. I don't know his story. And frankly, I don't give a shit. Appreciate the info war zone and what's real. Pillar of Truth, Christian Church, the God of this world, best documentary ever. Wow. Okay, I do love documentaries. I don't watch TV anymore, but if you give me a good documentary on YouTube, I will watch it. Who attacked you on Facebook? When people are attacking you guys, they're insecure. They're insecure. When they're really attacking you and they're really getting defensive and they're really getting aggressive and angry, they're insecure, and it's probably because what you're saying to them is true. The truth hurts. I kind of take it with a pinch of salt, but I'll call people out who I don't trust. I'll call them out. It doesn't mean I'm angry or upset, I'll call them out. There used to be a guy on YouTube who showed proof that Brad Pitt was Benicio del Toro and other characters like a Japanese war soldier. Yeah, there's strong rumor, guys, that there's these people who are time travelers and shapeshifters, and they can shapeshift into any character they want, and they'll ensure that they shapeshift into a character that's influential, like a president or a Hollywood actor or an elite athlete. It's very possible. We don't know, do we? Clones, I think, are real. I think clones are real, to be honest with you. I think you can't dismiss characters playing other characters through the makeup, through the bodysuits that they can do. Just check out the video about Hollywood bodysuits and makeup. If they wanted, guys, they could turn me into having a chest here, a 10-pack, arms here, and black skin. If they wanted to do that, you can do that. And I just changed my voice. Hey, guys, my name's Alan Garrett. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Go. I can do that. I can just put on an accent and give me a bodysuit. They did it in freaking so many movies. Robin Williams playing Mrs. Doubtfire. It's people who are hired to make you look like another person and give you a new identity. Change somebody's haircut. Change the dress sense. Have them gain a bit of weight. Tattoos. All sorts of shit you can do to change somebody's identity. Lewis Hamilton, number 34, yeah. He'll be dead soon, in my opinion. That's his car number. And Verstappen's is 33. And what's 44 plus 33? 77. That massive number. It's funny how when you hit the jackpot at Vegas, it's 777. And what's 7 times 3? 21. The number the Jesuits seem to adore for whatever reason. Blue and green does make yellow. Okay, and then when you look at a globe, it's blue and green. And then yellow is the color of the sun. So I was correct. Thank you for confirming it. There used to be a guy on YouTube who showed proof. Okay, so I've just read that. No, it makes brown. Does it make brown? Or does it make like a dark yellow? I don't know. What's the drop pass in detail is number 3, but you can see the 3 on both shoulders as they zoom in on the field. Like 33. Wow. Santos is too big to be a regular guy. Has he got 200,000 subs? Yeah. Guys, if I ever get 200,000 subs, just unsubscribe from me and stop watching my content. I don't think I'll ever make 10. I don't think I'll get to 10. I think my channel will be taken down and I'll always be starting again. And I may recover and get to 3 again because I've got a audience now who respect my work. I'm never going to get to 200,000. Especially when I've got 2 strikes already for nothing. Well, he was a Jehovah's Witness for a long time. Yeah, that's what he tells you. That's what he tells you. Santa swans around with UN puppet and scammer such a stone, does he? Doesn't shock me. I don't trust... Guys, when I wrote my song and I said, find the truth from within, you have to... And energy-wise is how I judge people now. I just feel the energy. I just can feel it. And if I can feel the negative energy, I stay away. I can sense when somebody's deceiving me as well. And I think this Santos guy, again, I used to love him. I don't anymore because I've grown. I see through him now. And I could be wrong. He could be so genuine. He could be an amazing guy. He could be wanting to help people. I don't believe so anymore. That's my opinion, all right? Yellow is a primary color. Nothing makes yellow. Okay, it's brown then. Okay, so I'm talking nonsense. Brady's dad worth 3.1 billion, the 11th prime. It's funny how Mason Greenwood's birthday is exactly 11 weeks before the Pope's. And he wears number 11. And he's just been involved in a ritual. Power corrupts, yes. Of course it does. Of course it does. There are no angels, only demons, which are unfulfilled desires. And for me, if there's demons, there's angels, mate. I'm not sure there's just demons. And demons, I read something about demons, that demons originally wasn't evil, as we call demons now. Demons were actually good. And even demons got infiltrated to become bad. Demons were actually good. Demonities or something. I don't know what it was that I read. But initially, a demon wasn't bad. It became bad through whatever. I can't remember what it was, but it was really interesting. So some guy here, DB9891, he made a video about who's playing Lewis Hamilton. It's on my channel. He is a woman. I believe that. I can believe that for a fact. Can you please leave the link to your video, mate, so people can watch it? So I'm not the only one calling out these celebs to be inverts. I think any A-lister is an invert. Lewis Hamilton is an A-lister. He dated Nicole Scherzinger, the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls. Nicole Scherzinger is a bloke, a beautiful one. A beautiful bloke, Nicole Scherzinger. She was the lead singer of Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me? It should be Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was a Bloke Like Me? And no, I don't, Nicole. Or Nick. Whoever you really are. A lot of these celebrities, it's not their real names, is it? I have heard the song by Sting, Murdered by Numbers. I have, mate. It's pretty hilarious. Sting's obviously a Mason. Think about how much talent's come out of England in the music industry. It's because of the Masonic ties. It's where Freemasonry was founded. Sting's English, no? And you had the Beatles, Oasis, Coldplay, Adele. These are all English because they're probably from Masonic families. And maybe there's demons or magic that gives them this incredible talent. In all seriousness, or maybe it's just they're gifted and it's just hard work and there's nothing satanic about the music industry. Pink Floyd, are they from England? Blur. I can't think. You can help me out with this. There's so much talent from England in regards to musicians. Jedward. No, I'm joking. They were horrific. They were girls as well. Maybe they were Irish. What else we got? Illusion, I can't find your Hitler Walt Disney video. What's the exact title? I wish I knew, mate. I don't know. It was one of... I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe... Do you want me to try and find it for you, bro? James, you seem very curious. I'll try to find it. Oh, man, my head. So what time am I coaching? 3.5 hours. All right, let me try to find my... my video for you. YouTube Studio, content, search. If I put Hitler, what comes in? Oh, I found it, bro. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Sorry for saying God's name in vain. Guys, when I did my Disney and Hitler video, guys, I did it on my birthday. Why am I doing videos about Walt Disney being Hitler on my birthday? Did I have nothing better to do? Here's the link, bro. I've just found it. That's my video with Hitler and Walt Disney. It's absolutely insane, the connections I put together. Insane. And people are like, how can you play two characters when one lived in Germany and the other one lived in the US? How often did you see Hitler and Walt Disney on the world stage? How often did you see it? You didn't. A few times a year. So easy. And if the shapeshifters, it's even easier. Demon equals interdimensional. Wow. Neymar's a female. I just did a post on my Patreon about Neymar. His documentary on Netflix. He's doing that. Celebrations that. He always does that. Which is the devil horns, the all-mocking tongue. He got his hair blonde, which I think is saying he's inverted. Or he's under MK Ultra. He dyed his hair blonde, just like Messi, just like Aguero, just like Phil Foden, just like Gascoigne, just like Kyle Kuzma for the Lakers. He did his hair blonde, just like Eminem. There's loads of them. Beckham is definitely a female. Definitely. Posh Spice is a bloke. Nicole is his brother-in-law, probably. That makes sense. They're all inbreds. Prince Charles admitted the royal family are inbreds. He admitted it in an interview. What more proof do you want? Mind energy creates a charge. Emotion creates a charge. If they ever think they are losing, they will increase the sacrifice schedule to recharge the motherboard. Very possible. So you believe that these people are getting killed? think it's 50-50. What was that singer? Oh, he had a song called 50-50. Been a long time, you say you miss me. Word gets round, you shouldn't have kissed me. Step back. Well, no, it shouldn't have dissed me or something. What was his name? Black guy with dreadlocks. Or cone rods, whatever they're called. Right about now, I'm 50-50. 50-50, like 5-5, like Satan. What do you think about F2 freestylers, Jeremy Lynch? Oh, God, Masons. Masons. If Billy Wingrove and this Jeremy Lynch were as good as they say they are, why are they not playing pro? They're just fulfilling the role in a different way. They probably could have easily been pro in this Masonic system. But their role is to just... What they do, they interview all the top players and they do all these incredible tricks. Yeah, I don't trust those two guys at all. I don't like their energy. They're both Cockneys as well. They're both from London. If I lived in Mexico, I'll be at the beach. Yeah. I've created a schedule for myself right now where I can go to the beach a few hours a day. I work my ass off. It's hard. Working as hard as I do, but I've found a nice balance with it. You'll be amazed. Most people who live where I live will go to the beach once a month because of the society that they live in. They're always working, or they're always with the kid, or they're always tired. They don't make use of this beautiful opportunity on the beach. I've not had time to go to the beach this month. Again, I say it again, time's an illusion. You could have gone to the beach, you chose not to, because you chose to give your time to just making money or to sitting on your ass and watching TV when you could have been at the beach. Lamar, that's what his name was, Lamar. He was from the TV reality show, I think. And I think all the people who win those shows are Freemasons, and they know they're going to win it as well. Do they really need to kill people? The energetic result from the public is... Yeah, Liz, I completely agree with you. Kobe died. Princess Diana died. The amount of energy it took from the masses was insane. There was no evidence that they actually died. So yeah, it's energy harvesting, everything is. So when they tell you, they will have you get connected to these celebrities. And when they die, that's why a lot of them die young, because it's even more shocking, which takes more of your energy. It's not so bad when they die in the mid-80s. But when they die young, like Kobe, Diana, who died in Paris, France, the home of the Jesuits, in that tunnel, supposedly. They all seem to die, don't they, from either overdoses in a vehicle accident, or they take their own lives, or they get murdered. One of those four, usually. Very often do they die from just natural causes. Number 11, any significance in the Super Bowl? Huge. Joe Burrow was drafted 11 years after Stafford. There's loads of other 11s. Joe Burrow was born. Let me double check when he was born. I think it was 12-10. Let me check. Joe Burrow was born 12-10, which is 121. 11 times 11 gets you 121. The word Pope gets you 11. 11's a master number. It's just a joke, guys, that both the quarterbacks wear number 9. And the Super Bowl's in California. That was founded on 9-9. I'm not going to go through all my 99s again. But the numbers that I put together, guys, are so freaking undeniable. Just doesn't always mean I can tell you who's going to win, which people need to learn. I'm not trying to steal your money. My Patreon's not about winning you money. If I can help you win back the $10 that you're giving me, then I've done my job, in my opinion. Because the knowledge that I'm giving you should be paying me way more than $10, in my opinion, as well. But I won't overcharge people. There's people, guys, you will not believe this. There's a guy charging $500 a pick. You have to give him $500 for one of his picks, and he's about 50-50 as well. And people still do it, because that's people who are, what's the word with the gamblers who are completely addicted? They'll gamble on anything. They'll gamble on the first point, the correct score, who's going to win the first quarter. Degenerates. There's people in this community who take advantage of degenerates. I could easily take advantage of degenerates and do videos every day saying, sign up to my Patreon, $50, I give you this pick, I guarantee it's going to win you $5,000 if you take it. I could do that and reel people in and take the money, but I don't. I'm gifted and smart enough to get in the human psyche and manipulate people with stuff like that, but I won't do it. take $10 from people, and I definitely deserve that $10 for the work that I do. And unless you're a patron of mine, you don't have a clue what I post. And I put hours a day into it. And I know for a fact, if there was somebody like me with a Patreon, I would be giving them $10 a month. So I'm not trying to rob your money, which is just absolute nonsense. My prediction, as of now, is the Rams are going to win, and I think they're going to murder the Bengals. That's what I feel within. That's what I feel from within. Would I bet on the game? No, I'm not betting anymore. Would I have bet on the Rams anyway? No, because there's too much for the Bengals, and the Rams have shit odds. This is a stay-away game. Watch the ritual play out. Show the world why a team won. That's my whole thing with this Super Bowl. 213, guys, the Super Bowl. LA's dialing code. Is that a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that 9/11 happened and the emergency dialing code is 9/11? It happens on 9/11. Is that another coincidence? I like to reveal shit like that, guys. I don't know who's going to win. Bet on whoever you want. Bet on whoever you want, or don't bet. You're grown men or women. And if you're a kid watching this, you're too young to gamble. So bet on whatever you want to bet on. I would not be shocked in the slightest with any outcome here. That doesn't make me a shill. That doesn't mean that I'm just trying to put you off or confuse you. No, make your own decision. Eminem, blonde hair, yep. And remember, I think his song about, I'm the Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady, all you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So what the real Slim Shady, please stand up, is about cloning. I think it's about cloning, that song, where he had like 1,000 people dressed like him with the blonde hair. That's what that song was about, cloning. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Yeah, who is it? It's probably gone. They took his talent, his consciousness, cloned him. It's probably 1,000 of him, probably 33,000. Lamar 50-50. And he would go 50-50, he'd do that. Isn't that what thing he did? This is free Masonic. What was his name who died? Another guy who didn't. What was his name? Who played the Black Panther? Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda. This is a Masonic thing that they do. This is a Skull and Bones thing. Look at Skull and Bones logo. It's that. It's a skull with a crossbone. Wakanda forever. Yeah, he never died. He just suddenly, he was filming movies, stage 4 cancer, and nobody knew. And then he just loses weight and then dies. Nobody was aware of it, kept it quiet. Stage 4 cancer. Stage 1, yeah, you can probably keep it quiet, not stage 4. Never died. He never died. Chadwick Boseman never died. Kobe Bryant never died. Prince Philip probably died 30 years ago. Maybe 33. Betting 500 on Bengals. Good luck. Hope you win. I always hope people win when they gamble. I think it's dangerous for you to bet 500, but 500 could be nothing to you. 500 to some people is a month's wage. Is a month's wage. Slave New World Order was Mr. E's channel. Wow. Did Boreham Wood Freemasons just secure the pounds for the club, or was it a real FA Cup result? No, they didn't. Boreham Wood is just run by Masons. And I'm sure they didn't get any money for it. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But who did Boreham Wood just beat? I don't care about football anymore at the highest level. I'm excited for my game tonight. Probably bang a hat-trick. I don't give a shit about the FA Cup. I think Liverpool win it 33 years after the Hillsborough disaster. Pop idol guy, yeah. Do you remember Darius Dinesh? He had a song called Colorblind. Probably a Freemason as well. Leona Lewis. Who else were they from those shows? Leona Lewis won it. Remember Ridian? Ridian, the opera singer. What was the song that he sang? Oh my God. I can't remember what it was. There was a guy called Ridian who was definitely a female pretending to be a male. He had a good voice though. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It might come to me later. What's your go-to brand of water? I don't have one here. Here it's probably Evian. Which is funny, the word Ivion in reverse is naive. We should never be paying for water. I think Ivion in backwards is naive. And we all know what naive means when you fall for bullshit. Most people in the world are naive. So maybe I'll stop drinking Ivion. What's the water that's really expensive? I forgot the water that's really expensive. It's a joke how much they charge. I can't remember what it is, but you're paying for the brand. Just tastes like this. This water right now that I've got, I have a big bottle. Let me get it for you. Let me get it. I don't know the name of it. It's freaking huge though. Okay. Bonifont. Look at the size of this water. It's huge, isn't it? Bonifont. It's absolutely huge. Like, you do a workout with this bad boy. Yeah, I drink loads of water. Especially when I'm coaching. Okay. Sufjan Stevens. Video game. I don't play video games. Oh, it's an album. Maybe have a listen. The Symbol of the Great Reset, Mr. E. Slave New World Order is re-uploaded. Okay, check it out, guys. I drink distilled and spring water, no purified. Nice. I'm sure the water I'm drinking here has got loads of shit in it, probably as well. It's hard to find anything that's actually good for you, that you buy in a supermarket. Smart water contains graphite. Oh, God, I can't say that word. Century's pretty expensive, I think. Fiji. Yeah, it's Fiji water I was talking about. It is a big bottle of water, Liam. It is really big. Bonithons. No, I was talking about Fiji. When I got the beach, I often get Fiji, but I'm not going to do it anymore. They're robbing me. Is it from New Zealand? Nicholas, are you really going to tell me that there's shit in my water as I'm about to take a big sip of my water? Are you going to tell me there's shit in it? Oh, God. Well, it smells fine. It tastes fine. I'm going to keep drinking it. What was that water brand? It was called Bonifont. I'll find the gematria of it. I don't know. Bonifont. I buy different ones, though. It's not like I always get this one. Oh, my word. It's 33. Bonifont's 33. 87, 129, and 39. The water I'm drinking is 33. That's absolutely hilarious. My goodness. I'm going to put Bonifont water. 55 like Zayden. 154 like King James. 71 like Catholic. 197 the 45th prime. I don't know. I'm sure, guys, what I should probably do is decode these brands. Let me see what Google is. I know, guys, do you know that Google Chrome, which we pretty much all use, is 201, N69, like the Jesuit order. Google, 34, the murder number. All right, guys, I'm drinking Masonic water. Seems I am. Mandela effect, yeah, is very real. I think that's legit, the Mandela effect. I'll try and do a video because I've been studying Mandela effect. I do think that's legit. All right, guys, do me a favor. Tell me some brands to look for in the Gematrinator. I'm going to try Adidas. I've not done this before. Adidas with the pyramid symbol, 3 stripes. 20. I'm just going to do the full reduction, 20. I don't really see anything wrong with that. But Adidas is 38 and 43, like Lucifer, which is interesting. Wow, you're thinking Adidas. That's crazy. I'm going to check Nike. Let's remember, Nike is the goddess of victory. Nike. 21. Nike's 21, guys, in the purest cipher. Of course it freaking is 21. That's hilarious. McDonald's. Okay, good call. Mackie D's. Never eat that shit again, guys, in your life. McDonald's 30. Oh, my God, guys. McDonald's is 158. And the Jesuits were founded On the 15th of August, 15.8. Freemasonry is 158. McDonald's, guys, is 158. The giant freaking M that they have to put above everything else. Not a coincidence. Do you know with McDonald's, they use the colors red and yellow because red and yellow, when combined, psychologically, you think of comfort and you think of something instant. That's why it's fast food. So when you see those colors combined, you've got Carl's Jr., red and yellow, McDonald's. Burger King's got red and yellow in it. Pizza Hut's red and yellow. Those colors, guys, they trigger something in the brain to make you want to eat fast food. Nothing's by accident. Gucci. Gucci is a good call. People spending stupid money on a Gucci bag. 25, guys. Like Pope. Like how Tom Brady won the Super Bowl 51 on 2-5 when his team were 25 points down against the Falcons. And Falcons is 25 in the purest cipher. Wendy's is red and yellow, yeah. Can you try Call of Duty? Let's try Call of Duty. People seem to be obsessed with promoting war, which we should never be promoting. Glorifying war, getting happy when you kill another person. Call of Duty is 38, like death, murder, and RIP in the purest cipher. That is insane. Call of Duty is 38. Death, murder, RIP, Lucifer. Guys, Tom Brady won Super Bowl 55. Satan gets you 55. Lightning gets you 55. We're told Satan fell from the sky like a lightning bolt. Do you know when Brady won the Super Bowl 55? The 38th day of the year, and Lucifer's 38. And I've just found out that Call of Duty is 38. Ascension. See, this is fun. This is why I like Gematria. Is it helping you win money? No, but it's fun. 36. My goodness. Ascension 36, 666, the 36 try. Pope Francis born in 36. IHS gets you 36, which is the Society of Jesus. Ronaldo re-signed for Man United at age 36. Interesting stuff. 3 + 6 gets you 9. 3, 6, and 9. Tesla always goes on about. Yeah, Ronaldo is a modified clone. His son. Watch my video about Ronaldo and his son and Messi and his son. They're not really theirs. Because Ronaldo and Messi can't have kids because they were born females. That was fun. Where do you get info about Tom's wife being a man? What, Tom Brady? I think all supermodels are men. I think Victoria's Secret is that all their models are men. There's an interview where Brady says his wife's a witch. That's still online as far as I'm aware. I watched it recently. Who do you owe your success to? My wife. Why? She's a witch. She's a witch. So, yeah, I think Tom Brady is a female and I think Giselle is a man. I think they do everything in reverse at the highest level. Could be completely wrong about everything. Everything I'm saying could be wrong. Well, not the numbers that I present to you. You can't argue with date durations and the numerical value. And I know Zach says full reduction and Manly P. Hall, who was a 33-degree Mason, they tell you full reduction is the purest cipher. And I've been saying that. I've got it trapped in my head. But myself and my bro Jay Sol, who I love to bits, despite never meeting him, he's from Detroit, by the way, where Stafford played. Why don't you think the purest cipher should be English ordinal? Because English ordinal is the alphabet from 1 to 26. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Is that not the purest? To me, that's the purest. But we've been told it's full reduction. Decode Reality just tells you Chaldean is the cipher. Basically, all the other ciphers are bullshit. He talks about Chaldean. Why are there so many ciphers? Which is the purest? Doesn't it make sense for it to be the one that's just A is 1, Z is 26? For me, that makes the most sense, but we're being told it's the purest cipher is the full reduction. Is Jake Paul a man? I don't know. Probably not. He's not that A-list, is he? He could be. Could be a man. There's no harm in being a transgender. I have no issue with it, with transgenders, with gays, if it's organic and it's just purely their decision and it's not from birth. These poor kids get castrated from birth and they have no choice in it. And then they grow up in this sick, confused world. They don't know who they are. They're probably put under MK Ultra and they're probably fed all sorts of medication. And I don't know. Then they're in a little club together, like the Mickey Mouse Club. Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling all came through the Mickey Mouse Club. They're probably all inverted. I could be wrong with that. I have no evidence with that. But the more I look at these people, I know people might say as you get older, females start looking more like men. I think that is legit. You look at some grandmas and they do look like men. Maybe they lose a lot of their estrogen or something. I don't know. But these people like Lady Gaga, Michelle Obama's got bigger feet than Shaquille O'Neal. Start to think, is that really a woman? And when I've seen her on a TV show and I can see Michelle Obama's bollocks, I can see her balls through her skirt, makes me think it's probably a bloke. As far as I'm aware, the women I've dated don't have bollocks. Not one. Thank God. Ariana Grande, bloke, Satanist. Beautiful bloke though, cute. How can they be a bloke who's 5 foot and so cute and so talented and have this beautiful voice? Estrogen, you do get small guys. Just the best way of looking at it without thinking of celebrities, which I've said multiple times now, is go on Google and type in like beautiful transgenders. Or, you know what? Somebody looks at my search engine, they're probably going to think I'm weird, but again, I don't care. Beautiful transgenders. I want to see how they really look. Oh my goodness. These transgenders are stunning. Guys, are you kidding me right now? Can I send this link to you in the live? Guys, I've just typed in beautiful transgenders. Oh no, the link's too big. The link's too big. Type in beautiful transgenders and just tell me that these are not beautiful. Megan Fox said she was a man in an interview. She admitted to being a man. It's funny how Rihanna's a man. Rihanna. Jennifer Aniston, who I used to have a crush on, which really annoys me because the more I look at him now, it's a bloke. So yeah, type in beautiful transgenders. Some of them do look like blokes, to be honest, in wigs. But some of the other ones, my God, they're absolutely stunning. And they're not celebrities, most of them. So yeah, check it out for yourself. And tell me that they can't make a man look like a beautiful woman. Or a woman look like a beautiful man. I think Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Beckham, those people are female. I think it. And I shouldn't be judged for thinking that. I'm not spreading hate or fear. It's just what I think and feel. Tomcat Brady. Mr. Man, they don't control their social media. Yeah, I know. These people thinking these celebrities control their own social media is a joke. By the way, you see my video when I said that Bengals guy had 200 and Ocho Cinco had he was following 213 people. And the day after my video, it's now 212. They're on to me. The work I'm doing is so good. They're on to me. He just decided to remove a friend right after my video. They've done it so many times. I've presented information and the headlines changed. The percentage just changed the day after. After my video, I've done all sorts of shit like that. People say there's people reading my codes on my Patreon who are shills, who are telling Vegas, Illusion's done this code. It's unbelievable. We can't have this team win. Maybe they can flip it if that's the case. And maybe I'm just being egotistical there, but it wouldn't shock me if that is happening at this point with the shit that I find. Beyonce had a song, If I Were a Boy. You are. Beyonce. Good call there, Richard. Transgender models, Valentina Sampiana named as the new face. Really? So we've got a transgender, the new face of Armani Beauty. They're just putting it in your face for us to accept it. And they tell it. So basically, it's all going to be a slow reveal where all these celebrities are going to come out and say, yeah, I am trans and I'm proud of it. And I had to hide it from you all because society wouldn't accept it. But yeah, we're all trans. And then there'll be a song like, we are trans, making the world a better place. We got dicks and vaginas, and we are proud to say that we are transgender. And you can't call me a bender. We're transgenders now, and we're changing the world. They'll bring a transgender song out, and we'll all be going, transgenders. We'll be at concert with the candles. And that's what's going to happen. And before we know it, we'll just accept that we've been lied and deceived to, because they'll bring out a song. They'll bring a song out. Transgenders, we're making the world a better place. No, you're not. You've been deceiving us. It's all to do with the Baphomet, which has male and female genitalia, who they worship for whatever sick reason. They worship the Baphomet, who has a dick and a vagina, baby. Check out the image. And tits. The Baphomet has a pair of tits, a decent pair of tits, the Baphomet. We've got a cock as well. Hips don't lie. Look at Donald Trump's hips. Look at Bill Gates' hips. Look at Beckham's hips. Hips don't lie when it comes to the sex of a person. The face can lie. The wig can lie. The pair of fake titties can lie. The big ass, Kardashian ass, can lie. But the hips don't. The necks don't lie. I would say the shoulders don't lie as well. So what they've done now as well, if you notice, they've got women into CrossFit. They're now getting women. They're pushing women to play in National Football League, NFL. They're putting trans all over wrestling. Like all the wrestlers in WWE, the females are male. So they've got them all doing CrossFit and getting big lats and all that, making these women look like blokes to normalize it. And unfortunately, society just does what society is told and whatever they push. So if they're promoting people like Ronda Rousey, like this badass girl who's a guy, Ronda Rousey's a guy, people want to be like Ronda Rousey. They want to start fighting. And the guy who owns UFC has said, I will never, ever, ever have a female fight in UFC. I don't think he was lying. I don't think a female ever has. I think they've all been blokes. Don't let the height deceive you as well. Like I said, there's a lot of small guys in the world, 5 foot, 5'5". You're telling me that they can't turn them into blokes, to women? Easy. That calling more, I need Amanda Hunt. Yeah, I do like The Simpsons for the phone calls with Bart Simpson that most haven't. Alistair Crowley said to do everything backwards. Again, it's inverse. Do everything in reverse. That's why I'm saying when there's a riddle that's so good now, like the Bengals, they might just screw you. And like in the Bible, there's something about how the lamb gets slaughtered. The lamb gets slaughtered like a ram. Maybe this time the ram does the slaughtering because they do everything in reverse. So logically, it makes sense for the lamb to be butchered, to be slaughtered. It's probably going to be the other way around. My gut says that. I'll say it again. My gut says the Rams are going to murder the Bengals. Are they really going to have another 3-point game? A really tight game again that goes to the last play? I don't think they will. It's funny how Brady beat the Rams 13-3. And Francis became the Pope on 13-3, who synced up with Brady. 13-3, is that the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history? I think it is. 13 points, guys. When's the Super Bowl? 13th day of February. I'm surprised it's not on 13-3, to be honest. China been doing trans sports thing for a while. Yeah, check out the Williams brothers on Trans World Sports when they were younger. It's just so in your face. Anybody who wants to tell me Venus and Serena are naturally women, I've got no time for you, but it's your decision. Serena and Venus. Then they have to get a movie about them, don't they? Who's in that movie? Will Smith, whose kids are transgender pretty much. Willow likes to behave like a bloke. Jaden likes to behave like a female, wears dresses. Will Smith's first ever movie, he has sex with a a white man. People don't know that. Probably what he had to do to get his role. And check it out, he did. Will Smith had sex with a white guy in his first ever movie. The Witch Doctor song, oh, I told the Witch Doctor I was in love with you, that song. And so the Witch Doctor, he told me what to do. He told me, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Is it that song, or am I completely going off with the Witch Doctor? You ever have Graham Linehan, the creator of Father Ted, who is against trans rights? No. I used to watch Father Ted. What was the guy who was always sat in the corner like swearing and an alcoholic? Father Jack. Was it Father Jack? And he was just sat in the corner. That was his job, to just make stupid noises and drink alcohol. Pretty good gig. Chill, brother, I'm 5'4". I've got nothing against small guys, mate. I don't judge people for their height or their weight or their looks anymore. I used to. If you're 5'4", you're 5'4". But I'm saying it's very easy for people to be like, "There's no way that this girl's a guy." It's 5'4". Yeah, men are 5'4". I just noticed the dragon on the Wales flag sticking its tongue out. Wow, the dragon, which is connected to China as well. The dragon, the year of the tiger. It's just Statue of Liberty is a man. I agree. Joe Burrow when Athens. Did Joe Burrow go to Athens school? Giannis just won the NBA, the Greek freak. Prince Philip was born in Greece, who died the year that Giannis won the NBA. That's great knowledge there, mate. It's funny how Venus is named after a planet as well. Venus Williams. Who do you think's got a bigger cock, Serena or Venus? I think Venus. I'm expecting a choke lead in the Super Bowl. Well, the Katy Perry video indicates that the Rams are going to be killing the Bengals and the Bengals come back. But are they going to do that again like they did against the Chiefs? That would be painfully obvious. I think the Rams are going to cruise. I think the Super Bowl could be an anticlimax where the Rams cruise. I could be wrong because they do want our energy. And if it's easy for the Rams, they're not getting our energy. They'll only take the energy from the Bengals fans who've gambled or who are diehard fans. I really want it to be a close game. I want it to be dramatic. I want it to go to the last play, and I want there to be loads of bullshit that occurs so I can do a video about it. That's my whole thing. And if the Rams win, I won't be in your face. Told you, because it's shit for the Bengals. I don't know who's winning the Super Bowl, guys. Okay, shout out to NEO HG13 Blaze from El Paso, Texas. You wanted a shout out? I'll give you one. If it makes you happy, there you go. Yeah, keep looking at the game, Supervillain. And if you're not super clear on who's going to win, just don't bet. It's one of the skills of gambling is not knowing when not to bet. Much love, Holly. Much love to you, Holly. Well, our race got the Napoleon complex, so no threatening, brother. That's a good point. Smash or pass, Venus? Pass, mate. Strong pass. They take puberty inhibitors to stave off gender development. Yeah. Lady Hawk always talks. Amazing sense. Barbara Bush was so beautiful. Don't know who Barbara Bush is. I don't know if you're being sarcastic there. Barbara Bush. Barbara Bush Young, is it? Oh my goodness. She's horrific looking, in my opinion. This is a bloke? Who's Guys, Barbara Bush is a bloke. I wish I could share my screen. Oh my God. So they get all this fame and fortune, guys, by deceiving the masses. Barbara Bush is a bloke, guys. Google it yourself. BB, the initials, 22. Ronaldo does always say the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, but people lie about the numbers. But genuine numbers don't lie. The organic element doesn't lie, but people lie. This amount of people died, this percentage, that's a lie. That's people lying about the numbers. But the genuine connection with the numbers and the universe, which is beautiful, is not a lie. Okay, ended the Fed has Raptors to beat whoever they're playing today. I think the game is even money. I think they both have the same odds. 56 likes, guys, in my Super Bowl 56. What is it? Live stream. I'm sure that's going to go up, hopefully. Barbara Bush Sr. is Alistair Crowley clone or granddaughter. Wow. Chigozi is agreeing Barbara Bush is a bloke. I've never ever looked at an image of Barbara Bush. I don't ever want to look at another one. That is a bloke. It's a bloke. I'm not. When I say it's a bloke, people say, "Oh, you funny guy illusion." I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. Barbara Bush is a bloke. My goodness me. Goodness gracious me. Do you remember that show from England? What was that called? Was it called Goodness Gracious Me? Those Indian guys? Freaking bloke, man. They're everywhere, guys. These people at the top of I don't know, the top of the world, the top of the entertainment industry, they're satanic and they're inverted. It's pretty obvious at this point, to me. I think there's lower level celebrities that are regular people that they can never go to the next level. And then I think there's people like me, Chigozi, other people who have a lot of talent, but we just don't go anywhere in regards to the entertainment industry because we're not in their little seedy, sickening groups, fraternities, whatever you want to call it. Barbara Bush was kind of hot for a while. Now she looks like George W. Bush in drag. Maybe there's a good chance that these beautiful women were beautiful women who got taken out and then somebody took over their character and it was a bloke. Like Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates was never beautiful, but she was far more beautiful about 15 years ago until Robin Williams or whoever was that replaced Melinda Gates, whose middle name's French, like where the Jesuits are founded. Diana's middle name was France, I think, Francis. So such mockery. But they really do deceive us, guys. And it is on us to see through it. It's on us, nobody else. It's on us to be like, the reason why, like, you can't call anybody out anymore is because the people that we're starting to see through, like these transgenders, you can't talk about trans now because it's all coming to light organically, beautiful with the age of Aquarius, the age of truth. So you can't speak truth now. You get punished for speaking truth because they know that we're getting close to it. People like me are calling stuff out consistently and not just using Gematria. So God bless you all if you're starting to accept that a lot of these celebrities are indeed inverted. It's not me being disrespectful or disgusting or me being homophobic or racist or anti-Semitic, all this stuff, all these titles that they give you for actually expressing an opinion that's different to the mainstream. No, I'll keep saying my truth for as long as I can. I'll always speak my truth, but maybe I won't always have a platform. Do the cast of Full House know about Bob Saget? Good question. Yes, but I don't think Bob Saget died, if I'm honest with you. But then if he didn't die, do they know that his character died and he's going to play a different role? Maybe. I don't know. I can't answer those questions. Statue of Liberty is the statue of Lucifer. I've read about that. Yep. Put it in New York where 9/11 took place. My eyes are going dizzy. Kate Winslet a bloke, yes, and DiCaprio is a female. Yes, Kate Winslet is a bloke. It's sickening, isn't it? I was never attracted to Kate Winslet, though. Never found her attractive. You're going to try and tell me Angelina Jolie is not a bloke in drag? That's why they had to give her those big-ass fake lips. Jailhouse Rock. One for the money, two for the show. We're gonna get ready now, go, let's go and rock. Oh no, that's Blue Suede Shoes. I don't really know my Elvis. What was Jailhouse Rock's song? Sorry, I'm singing the wrong lyrics. Jailhouse Rock. Let me look at his lyrics. I can do a pretty good Elvis. Jailhouse Rock lyrics. Elvis, the guy who was pushing vaccinations back in 1956. Okay. Oh yeah, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing in the jailhouse rock. I'm Elvis, and I'm an invert. I'm all shook up. always move my hips because I'm a female. Adam, watch Hot Ones where celebs eat spicy wings. It's entertaining, but I guess it may be satanic. I've seen it. You get celebrities getting asked questions and then they get asked to eat spicy wings. And the further on in the show, they eat spicier ones. Spicy wings, baby. Devil flavor. One of them was devil flavor, the spicy one. Hot like the devil. Land of the freak, home of the slave. Yeah, it's not the land of the free and the home of the brave. It's the land of the freak and home of the slave. The US, you're not free. Liberty, guys, is a joke. Liberty, what they're talking about is Aleister Crowley. Do what thou wilt. Liberty. Do whatever you want with no consequences. That's their liberty. We think liberty is freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of movement. We don't really have that. They're restricting that all the time, aren't they? And nobody should be able to restrict where you go. I told you I recently got offered a job to work in Dallas, Texas. I would have loved it. I can't get it because I don't have this. I can't fly to the US. How sad is that? It would have been life-changing for me. I've never been to Dallas. Been all over the US, never been to Dallas. I've got friends in Dallas, lots of friends. And I can't go. And that really sucks, doesn't it? Do as thou wilt. My way. My way with Frank Sinatra, Mickey Blue Eyes, Mickey Freemason. And have you noticed in his opening lyric, I think he's talking about Armageddon. He's like, what does he say? He's like, and now the end is near, as so I face the final curtain. Whatever he says something like that about the end being near. Again, is that the end of the Masons running the show? Is it the end of the world? Like say, or is it the end of the world as we know it? Like when they're like, it's the end of the world as we know it. I don't think the world ever ends. I really hope these people come down, guys, and in our lifetime, we live a life of love and genuine freedom and genuine happiness and not be controlled. And we do care about a fellow man. I would love to experience that in my lifetime. And I'm trying to help with that. I'm just one guy with a little following, trying to inspire, trying to make you laugh, trying to reveal amazing information at the same time, and trying to win you a bit of money along the way, if I can. That's my goal, guys. Boundaries are funny, like you choose that, a confinement, sheep, yeah. There was you could watch England in the Euros and you had to be, it was out on a field and they had a big screen and you had to be locked up in a cage to watch it. And they were 6 foot apart. It was like watching sheep. And it's sad, isn't it, that people didn't even bat an eyelid, that they were getting mocked just to watch a bullshit sports game. Nobody should watch sports games anymore, even if it's not rigged, which it is, and it's not satanic, which it is. Stop wasting your time watching these games. It's a couple of guys or girls running around a field or a court. Is it really worth your time to watch these games anymore? Your energy, your money, is it really worth it? Could you be doing something better with your time? Yes. Yes. We call that shit an experience. Life is an experience. Life is an experience. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy this life. Enjoy it as much as you can. Help people as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Like tomorrow, guys, or even today after this live, learn something new. Go online and research something. How to do this, how to do that. Do it. Try it. Okay? My stream, 2 hours 38 for Kobe, baby. Kobe Bryant, born 23/8. And there's another 238. Michael Jordan's full name's 238, who inducted Kobe. Just a coincidence. We are riders on the storm. We are, Liam, bro. Remember when England passed the ball back to Robinson and it hit a bump, then went in the net? Yes. I can't believe I dismissed all the shit that I witnessed when I was younger with these sports games and just put it all down to drama, and it was just entertaining. And people would always just say, well, they're humans. Humans make mistakes. And I would, as I got a bit older, I was like, they shouldn't be making these mistakes at this level when they train every day and they're supposed to live the best in the world. Like, yeah, but everybody's prone to an error, Adam. They're not machines. Well, funny how they always say Ronaldo's a machine. He's a machine. Ronaldo's a machine. Very possible. Very possible that they got a young guy from Portugal, the goofy looking guy who had curly blonde hair and shitty little teeth, really skinny, used him for a few years, and he was an organic player and he had a lot of talent, and then got rid of him and then just cloned him and made a machine version of him. Like, what did he say, Chaplin? We are not machines, we are men. That inspiring speech from Chaplin. I might reenact that speech because it is a beautiful speech, but we know Chaplin was a 33-degree Mason. That's why his initials are CC, like 33. Notice you have to CC people on emails. That's a cheeky 33 in plain sight. I'm going to do a little bit longer, guys, because I need to eat. And I told you I'm coaching today. I'm teaching. I'm playing a football game. 9 o'clock game, guys, and I have to drive an hour to get there. 9 o'clock game. Oh, don't tell me it's going to start at 9 and finish at 11 by the time I've got changed in the halftime thing, 9-11. Bro, listen to Video Game by Sufjan Stevens. Okay. Let me Google his name. Sufjan. Pretty cool name. Stevens. Okay, he was born July the 1st, 71. He's from Detroit. Maybe I'll find some numbers for Stafford, who played for Detroit Lions. Sufjan Stevens. Okay, I'll check him out. I'm not going to call him out. I don't know anything about him. Start off with 2G dried magic mushrooms and contemplation. Have a blanket, lay down spot, journal, eye mask, food, water, eye mask, classical music playlist to understand reality. Okay, that's great advice. I'd love to just have a retreat for a couple of weeks. But it's very hard when you have Patreon and you've got to keep putting out content. I would love to just go somewhere and take a break. My patrons would understand if I took a little break. I'm sure the loyal ones, but a lot of them tell me to take a break, stop posting so much, enjoy your life more. But I do find a nice balance, but I am getting tired. I'm getting very tired. Okay, Miami coach can get 727th win, including playoffs on 2-7. But he can get his 27th road loss since Brady won the Super Bowl in 2-7. This stuff, you'll always find stuff. This is the thing with decoding sports. It's hard. When I decode like Crowley or decode Magic or decode Orwell or decode whoever it is, I just do my best work. It's phenomenal work. Decoding sports, guys, it's hit and miss. It's just hit and miss. People say I learn from your codes, Adam, whatever, anyway, so thank you. But it's hit and miss. And, shit, I just banged my knee on the table. Or did I bang my knee, or was it the universe that did it? I don't know. There's not one person that consistently decodes the outcomes of these sports. There's people on Twitter who don't use Gematria, who just use statistics. They're charging people a ton of money to take their picks. They don't have a clue either. Because if there was one person out there who completely got this, who was a regular guy, we'd just all be following them. They'd have 1 million people following them. So just know that, guys, this knowledge is not just about decoding who's going to win these daily games. My bro Jay Soul said, Adam, what we should do is really get back on it in the playoffs. Because he said playoffs is like, they don't screw around with it in playoffs and the winners. You just got to be on the right side of the riddle. The Bucks winning over the Suns was a Buck Moon riddle, which I at first didn't believe in. There was a guy in Discord who was on it all the time. God bless him. Can't remember his name. He was talking about the Buck Moon months before the Bucks won it. If he's watching now, congratulations. But it was all about the Buck Moon, and they beat the Phoenix Suns. So the whole thing was about the moon and the sun. It wasn't about the ability of the players. It was about the moon and the sun. That's why it's Phoenix Suns against the Bucks and the Buck Moon. So it's tough. So much to consider when decoding. Astrology, Gematria, coaches' records, day of the week, players' injuries, players' records, date numerology, date durations, head-to-head. It's too much, guys, to ever get to the bottom of it, in my opinion. I'm being honest. I'm one of the best at actually putting together numbers in these games. Well, I have been over the last 8 months. Do as thou shalt. Search up Steve Kerr's son's name. Steve Kerr was brought up in Beirut, where the Beirut bombings were. He's connected to the Beirut bombings. Again, shout out to my J-Soul for telling me that. The universe is controlling your knee. Yeah, I guess I have no control of any of my actions according to Decode Your Reality. So cheers, universe. It had to be my bad knee as well, my left one. Phil McConnell has a charity called Children's Crusade 33. Again, the CC, Children's Crusade. Crusade like pirates, like how the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. Peter Piper, Peter Pan, luring children out of town. Yeah, and Pinocchio. Don't forget Pinocchio, Lady Hawk. Taking Pinocchio to Treasure Island. Do you think it's possible to solve the riddle of each game? No. No. I think you can have days or weeks where you're just flying and you feel like you've conquered it, and then you can have a week where you can't get a pick right. So, sorry to crush people's feelings with that. Do I think that we're ever going to completely figure it out where we can decode every outcome? No, I don't. I think we can get really good at it. I think you can win a profit from this knowledge if you're consistent with it and you pick and choose when you bet and how much you stake. But are we ever going to completely determine who wins every game every day? Absolutely not. That's not going to happen. If we do get to that point, gambling will become illegal. So that's my opinion, Vincent. If you think that we are going to get it, great. Gives you motivation to get better. And I'm always trying to get better at this. And my coding's got better. My sports decoding, I don't know. It's 50-50, it seems. And I don't like that stat because that's a flip of a coin. You may as well flip a coin at the moment with it. Masons need to get Arsenal winning it. No, Arsenal are not winning the Champions League. And Man United are not winning it, like everybody keeps messaging me. They're not winning it. There's not a chance. Ronaldo's going to stay 5 and 6 all time in Champions League finals. They're not taking him off 56. Not when the guy's so connected to the Society of Jesus. Ronaldo's 79, Cristiano Ronaldo's 79, 187, like Society of Jesus. He's not coming off 5 and 6. There's a reason why he won 3 Champions Leagues in a row and 3 gets you 56. Nobody questioned that shit either. How a team can win 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Russell Brand played the Pied Piper, did he? Doesn't shock me. Does not shock me, that guy. That guy is a magician. Russell Brand's a magician, guys. He's a magician. And he's a very intelligent person. I was going to say man, I'll just say person. Yep, the stage is rigged. Any of us who dreamed that playing sports never had it. I know, mate. If you would have seen how good I was as a kid and even how I am now, I don't know how I didn't get an opportunity to play at the highest level, or at least be making really good money from football with my ability. I still don't get it, but I kind of do now. But my role is exposing it, I think. Betting takes your energy. Yeah, that's the one thing I can say and look everybody in the eye with betting. It takes your energy. Win or lose, you're gonna have energy taken from you. Probably more when you lose. If you watch the game, guys, I can't do it anymore because the problem is with me, I'll be honest, because I'm a very, 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 very honest guy. If I bet, I watch the game. Some people don't. They can just say, I'll just check my phone after the game. I can't do that. I watch it and they take my energy, and the way they set up these games is by intention. It's by intention. Like, I don't know, maybe you're on the over in basketball. You said there'd be over 200 points. There's 199. So you need 2 points, and maybe there's 30 seconds left, and they'll miss a 3, they'll miss 3 throws, and they'll miss an open layup, and you've lost your bet by like a point. It's all by intention. The over and under, they can manipulate. If 70% on the over, you're telling me they can't manipulate it so the under wins? With the over and under, I think they can manipulate that. They might not be able to manipulate who wins every game. They can manipulate over and unders and spreads. Imagine they know what the score's going to be as well. They can really mess around with the spread. And the odds. Screwed me so many times when I've done an amazing code and not bet because they've changed the odds. And then I didn't bet. I did a code for the Hawks to beat Philly a while ago. They became plus 500 before the game began. The code was one of the best I've ever done. They ended up winning. And I didn't bet because of the odds, which is stupid. So, do you think NHL hockey is also rigged? Yes. The word rigged, predetermined, orchestrated, yeah, hockey is. Tampa Bay Lightning won back-to-back, and they say lightning strikes twice. That's what they tell us. Lightning strikes twice, and Lightning win back-to-back. All these Tampa franchises who are making major finals. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning. You had the Tampa Bay Rays a few years ago. And they got beat by the Dodgers. You had Miami Heat lose to the Lakers. It's in Tampa. Some ritual's probably going to go down in Tampa. There's a reason Brady went there. A Satanist. Smash your pass, Caitlyn Jenner. Strong pass. Strong pass. What do you think? 27-24 makes sense. Brady's last Super Bowl win was on 2-7. His last ever Super Bowl game. His last ever game in the NFL. His team scored 27 points. Stafford was born on 2-7. Quarterback for the Rams. He was born on 2-7. Brady's last ever game was against the Rams, against Stafford. LA won that game with 30 points. The last time the Rams won the Super Bowl was the 30th day of 2000, 22 years ago. Brady played 22 years in the NFL. A lot of stuff for the Rams, guys. So if you're going to hammer the Bengals and you lose, don't bitch and cry about it, because I'm warning you. Because I am warning you, does that not make me a good person? I'm not the guy saying, throw your money on the Bengals, like throw your money on Gonzaga. It's a lock. This is a lock. And then I'll change my pick after the game. I'm not one of those people. I'm saying be careful on this game. I would watch it play out. If you truly love a team, bet on them. I'm going to have to go soon, guys. My eyes are getting blurry. Everything is blurry. Who sung that? Puddle of Mud, was it? I used to like music like that, but I realize it's so depressing. Pittsburgh Penguins winning the cup. I don't know. Maybe. I hope they win for you. Florida Panthers on top of the league. It doesn't matter who's top after the regular season, does it? It means nothing. It means zero. I do like Golden State Warriors, though, for the NBA. I do like the Warriors to win. I liked them a while ago. Baseball is tough to figure out. Baseball, I had a stage where I got everything right in baseball, and then I couldn't fucking hit a pick. I could get everything right for a while in baseball. For me, it's the most masonic sport. Just look at how the field's designed. Got taken to court where they said there ain't no sport but pure entertainment. Yeah. I did a video about the NFL. It's sports entertainment. You can do your own research. And if it's sports entertainment, you can legally determine the outcome of the game. It's fact. It always a court case. It's there for you. So the people telling me I'm talking nonsense about the NFL being rigged, it's sports entertainment. So is WWE. They cross over. It's why WrestleMania is always connected to the Super Bowl. It's why the Royal Rumble is always connected to the Super Bowl. It's why John Cena hosted the ESPYs, which is the awards for professional athletes, and it was hosted by a wrestler. Soft disclosure for anybody who's got any type of critical thinking skills. Disagree? Oh, wait, do you think LA Lakers has something to do with the lake of fire mentioned? Yeah, probably. The Lakers beat the Heat. Heat, the lake of fire, heat like fire. That type of stuff I want to learn more. So water overcame fire with Lakers and the Heat. The book moon overcame the sun. It's the sun it's the moon that makes the sun disappear, isn't it? The moon just comes out and gets rid of the sun. The puck is remote controlled, yeah, probably. I don't think all the players know it. I think the officials know it. Or is somebody controlling the officials to make these ridiculous decisions? Oh, no. I think Brady retired just to get out of his contract. It's not about contracts or money. He retired after 22 years with 7 rings. 227 is the 49th prime, and Revelation's 49, and 7 times 7's 49. He was born in 77. He retired with 7 rings. He got his 7th ring on the 7th day of February. Like, nothing's to do with the contracts. The contracts are all ritual. And when they tell you Ronaldo's getting $500,000 a week, no, he's not. Just to make you idolize him more and look up to him more and aspire to be him more. I'll do 2 more minutes because I'm going blind here. My eyes are really hurting. Golf uses remote controlled. Yeah, absolutely. If you see some of the shots in golf, all these golf players need to do is perfect the swing, be good at interviews, look the part, look all professional because it's a gentleman's sport. They can do what they can decide who wins, in my opinion. They made Tiger Woods the GOAT. It's probably not to do with his ability. But he can probably play golf at a high level. I've met Tiger Woods. I've met the guy. Go off, bruv, have something to eat. Yeah, I need to eat, don't I? Because I can't coach on an empty stomach. Because when I coach guys, I'm so animated, I'm so passionate. Whether I have 1 kid or 20. Think Ronaldo will win the league with... No, I don't. I don't think Ronaldo will win the league with Man United. Sweden equals 25. It's the 25th Hockey Olympics. Russia equals 24 and Russia won the 24th. That could be it. I wish it was that simple, mate. But I'm sure there's other countries that equate to 25. But that could be... On the surface, it looks nice. Tom Brady won 8. He has been to 10 Super Bowls and has 7 rings. Yeah, I don't think he's going to 11 and getting 8 and coming out of retirement like people say. 10-7, guys, is 107. The 28th prime. The perfect number. The sum of 56. He retires right before Super Bowl 56. If the Bengals win, the AFC and NFC will both have 28 Super Bowls. That's a good riddle for the Bengals. But they could also keep the AFC on 27, and that's when Stafford was born 2-7, and that's when Brady won his last Super Bowl. 29's a big number as well. That's the amount of points LeBron got to overtake Kobe the night before Kobe died. I think the Rams win. I think the Rams win. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't give a shit. Not going to hurt my ego because I'm not betting on it. That's when it would hurt me. Cheers, Liam. Thank you for the compliment. Thanks for tuning in. African Cup of Nations, arguably the worst tournament that's ever been played in the history of tournaments, from what I saw of it and the results. My community said it would finish a draw and go to penalties. We just didn't know who was going to win. And it was Senegal. Mane, the hero, over his teammate Salah. Nice little story there. Similar to the Beckham-Rooney one. No, was it Ronaldo-Rooney when Portugal knocked out England? And they both had to go back to Manchester. Bayern Munich, yeah, I think they have the best riddle for the Champions League. Cricket is incredibly rigged, yeah. What's the highest amount of points you can get in cricket for a shot? 6. You hit a 6. Cricket's really rigged. 3 stumps, 3 wickets, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, cricket's rigged as well. So I don't know how it's being done, guys. But I just know it's to take our energy and to take our money. And there's more to life. We're being limited in this life by professional sports, through entertainment, in my opinion. Buckeye equals 27 as well. Good work. Buckeye State can keep the AFC wins at 27. Nice, Chigozi. Great stuff. 27 is a really big number, isn't it? It's a really big number. Tennis gets you 27 in 2 ciphers, and Prince Philip met Elizabeth at a tennis game. That's how they met, which is interesting. Does baseball get you? No, baseball gets you 54 in 2 ciphers, and 27 times 2 is 54. And all those numbers get you 9. 2, 7, 9, 5, 4, 9. Smash or pass Rooney. Oh, that's an extremely strong pass, Liam. And Colleen Rooney is ugly as sin as well. I don't know why she was voted one of the most beautiful women in the world once. They can tell you whoever they want. They told us Ed Sheeran was in the top 20 sexiest men alive. The guy's ugly as hell, Ed Sheeran. It's not just because of his ginger shitty hair either. He's just ugly guy. I've seen him when he was busking in Halifax. He's an ugly guy, but we got told he's in the top 20 handsome men. I don't deserve it. You look perfect tonight. Not you, Ed Sheeran, you ginger cretin. Baseball's also 27. Okay. I better go on. Aussie Open final was a total of 53 games. Wow. I had Barty to win the Australian Open before it began. Barty, come on. You're going to tell me Ashley Barty's not a bloke either? Djokovic is 53. Big number. That's when the Queen was coronated in 53. 1953. 53 is the 16th prime, which then is 4 times 4, like 44, which is obviously a big number. It's a kill number as well, unfortunately. SpaceX got more. NASA's a joke. NASA's an absolute joke. It's the Masons. Man didn't go to the moon. 201st day of the year. Neil Alden Armstrong 201, his name. Jesuits. What? Catherine the Great saved 201 Jesuits. Event 201. Pope Francis, his name's 201. He resided in Suite 201 in the Vatican. Like, how many more 201s do you need? The Bucks won the NBA on the 201st day of the year. When Brady and the Bucks went to the White House, Brady threw for 201 yards. All these numbers that I'm spitting out are undeniable numbers. Can't argue with them. It's just up to you whether you think they're coincidences. NASA logo is a Masonic compass, which is set at 47 degrees. And Independence Day is on the 4th of July, which can be written 4/7. It's just the Masons who came up with the United States of America, USA, 3-worded abbreviation again. Oh, this water's still cold, baby. Elon's mother is a Mason. Elon is a Mason. Elon could be an alien. Elon Musk. He's got 44. Elon, 4 letters. Musk, 4 letters. Cheeky 44. I think Stanley Kubrick was involved in the moon landing. Yeah, he filmed it in Hollywood. Space was made in a Hollywood basement. That's what the Chili Peppers told us. As it probably was, by Kubrick. SpaceX car in space, totally real. Laugh out. No one possibly think that's in front of a green screen. It's things that are real. I just don't know if magic's being used. Like when you watch these cars flying around in Formula One, I think it's pretty easy to rig cars racing around. Just make one car better than the other one. Like you can get to certain speeds that other cars can't. Like you'll never know. No such thing as a coincidence. I agree, Vincent. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to head to the local bakery. In a few minutes, I'm going to treat myself to something sweet. Maybe a donut, not a donut. Not a donut. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel. Cold water, baby. Aliens are demons. They want to make us believe that they are just aliens. Maybe. Maybe aliens are not all bad, though. Eyes Wide Shut was filmed in a Rothschild castle. I didn't know that. Thank you for that. Correct that time doesn't exist. The idea of motion and aging are illusions from us shifting to different realities. Beautiful. Ended the thread. I like that. I agree with that. Time is an illusion. And the idea of motion and aging are illusions as well. Age is just a number, guys. Yes, as you get older, you get more fragile, start losing your memory, all that sort of stuff. But you're just entering maybe a different dimension within your life. Hostile aliens are a wholly weird deception. Yeah, I think so. I don't think these aliens are all green and stuff. I used to work federal police for NASA in California. Lots of secret things. Wow. Wow. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you for watching me. You inspired me to make my own channel. It's amazing. Do it. I'll follow you if you leave the link. I'll follow anybody who's trying to help people. But you got to just see through people's bullshit. And that's on you to do that. All right, guys. Maybe water is the key to reality. Well, we are made up of water, aren't we? What we're told. What are we, like 97% water or something? Maybe I've just thrown that stat out of my ass. Let me check this before I go. Water covers about 71% of the Earth's surface. 97% of Earth's water is found in oceans. But what about human beings? I thought we were made up of water. Wow, adult women contain a lower percentage of water than babies or men. I didn't know that. All right, it says here in adult men, about 60% of their bodies are water. 60%, or between 50 and 70. So again, what is it? They just throw stats out their ass. Is it 60? Is it between 50 and 70? Is it 71? Is it 62? Just throw a different number every freaking day and we're supposed to believe it. 70 is the body. Okay, this link told me 60. Okay, that is a link to my page. It isn't tied to account I'm commenting from. Okay, mate. Check it out. Check it out. Just share your truth. It's your truth that you're sharing and people can take what they want from it. Just try and inspire people. Don't try and bring people down. If your goal is genuinely to inspire, I think you will inspire because you're going to speak with passion like I do. Water reacts to frequencies. Yes, it does. I've seen many experiments online about that. NASA says 75. That must be true then. Guys, it's 75 because NASA told us so. Thank you. You can always trust NASA. See, Catfish Morgan thinks it's 73%. So I've just had about 7 people in the chat give me a different percentage. And we're supposed to believe statistics like this. They don't have a clue what percentage of us are made up of water. All you guys need to know, guys, is the spirit's not made of water and the spirit is within you. I don't care about how much water is inside my body. I care about my spirit, which grows every day. And it's going to grow even more now. I'm not going to gamble because I can feel it. I already feel more relaxed. And I hope that's going to be great for my community. Just drink water and you will become a god. I'm not sure about that. I don't think man's ever going to be a god. I think we should not idolize people as gods as well. Ronaldo's a god. DiCaprio's the god of acting. No, he isn't. Got demonic entities within him. You keep your teeth, yeah? That's always a good thing to keep your teeth. All right, guys. I'm going to go treat myself to something from Water 67, 19th Prime. Wow. Wow. Water 67, yeah, so it's probably 67%. Where are you from? From England, mate. I was born in Bradford, Yorkshire. Spent about 7 years in the US. I've been in Mexico now for 8 years, since 2014. And I love it here. I love the people here. I love the weather here. I love the energy here. Oh, man. And I kind of like the time difference. I think it's good for me to go live and communicate with more people around this time. In England now, what time is it? Nearly 10 o'clock. I won't be on YouTube now at this time. I live in Sweden. Is that a bad accent? I actually sounded like Hitler there. So I've met Swedish people that speak a bit like that. Sweden. Yeah, I bet it's stressful living there right now. Sorry about that. But try and do the things that bring you joy. If you focus on being stressed, you're going to be stressed. Focus on what brings you joy and do it as often as you can. Stuff that's stressing you, if you can't control it, you just got to try and brush it off. If you can control it, do something about it. Have a great day, bro. Much love. I'm going to go. How about that Mexican women? Beautiful. Latinas, baby. Some beautiful women in Mexico. There's beautiful women in every country, though. But I do like girls with a tan. But I also like pale girls. I don't really have a particular taste. I do prefer short girls. I've never dated a girl taller than me. I've never dated a girl with bigger feet than me. That is a no, baby. That will never happen. I do like short girls. I have done my whole life pretty much. I like short girls. I don't like tall girls. I know some guys like supermodels, 6-foot girls. I don't like that. No offense to anyone in the chat who's a woman, who's tall, can still be beautiful. It's not my bag, baby, as Austin Powers says. I'm not far from Bradford. Nice. I lived in Saltaire, mate. World Heritage Site. Beautiful little village. Hey, Shadi. It's your birthday. It's funny, that song, In the Club, 50 Cent. The beginning of it is in a lab. The guy's in a lab. Probably was made in a lab. That's why he's as big as he is. 50 Cent. NASA, not a space agency. Let's leave it on that. Not a space agency. NASA, beautiful, mate. Warzone. Like that a lot. Better go, get my shit together, go eat something, figure out what I'm going to do tonight at coaching. Much love. I'll do a live later on in the week. I'll try and do another one about the Super Bowl. But again, guys, if you're going to watch it, enjoy the show. Don't get taken in by it. Don't gamble too much money on it. If you win, congratulations. If you don't, unlucky. Shit happens. It's part of your story, isn't it? Yeah, have a good one. I'll let you know how my game goes. I might go live during the week. I'll let you know how my game goes and let you know what the score is and if there's any funny syncs with my performance and the amount of goals I score. I'm definitely going to score. I always score. All right. Getting a cough, man. Better put my mask on to be safe. Take care. Take care. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing for the rest of the day. Enjoy it. Spread positive frequencies. Thanks for supporting my work. Thank you for sharing my work. If you're on my Patreon, love you to bits. If you've left my Patreon, it is what it is. Much love and good luck to you on your journey. And if you want to sign up to my Patreon, I'll appreciate that as well. We'll see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Peace. Much love. I have to go eat. And I'll go live whenever it is I go live next. Cheers, guys. And thank you very much for supporting my work and listening to me. Much love, Chigozi. Cheers.